Konya Unity, it is Konya Diversity, it is Konya Reasoning, and it is Konya shared determination to build a nation where every citizen can prosper, every community can flourish. To our international guests, we say welcome to Liberia. Welcome to Grand County. Welcome to the good city of Buchanan. To all our guests, we say this is our movement. May this celebration inspire hope. May it strengthen national unity, and may it review our commitment to peace, development, and inclusion. Welcome to Grand County, a day of history, a people of resilience, and a country of proud. May God bless Grand County. May God bless His Excellency President Makwaka, and may God bless the Republic of Latin.
Thank you very much, Mr. Superintendent. Reading of the Independence Day Proclamation. We now have Ms. Samira Soma, student from Hill High School.
Hearts and hands of all the people of the Republic of Liberia from July 1847, when this nation was declared a free, sovereign, and independent state, and from then through the years of our national life, Minton and Derek have been the experience of the nation and its people, who through it all have been able to forge their way by dint of perseverance, devotion, and courage. And whereas after due deliberations on the future of the settlements facing colonial colonists and French, the founding fathers they published the world that historic and immortal instrument known as the Declaration of Independence, by which the Commonwealth of Liberia became and was presented to the Community of Nations as a free, sovereign, and independent state, thereby worthy of encouragement from any colonial power and becoming the first independent African republic. And whereas it is in right and outstanding duty in recognition of the blessed and miraculous services which teachers have extended to us as a nation and people. Although we have been most unworthy of them, to give thanks, adoration, and praise unto Him for saving the state and to commemorate the brave and timely decision of our flag bearers on 26 July 1847, and whereas under the Patriotic and Cultural Service Law, Title 25 Liberian Code of Laws of 1956, the 26th day of July each year is set aside as a public holiday to be known as Independence Day, and appropriately celebrated. And whereas the official festive celebration of the day will be observed in the city of Buchanan, Grand Bassa County, under the theme Strengthening National Identity through Liberian-led Historical Leadership. And now, therefore, I, Joseph Newman Bwaka, Senior President of the Republic of Liberia, by official and by the laws of the land, do hereby declare and repeal the 26th day of July 2026 as Independence be closed on this day from 6 o'clock until meridian to 6 o'clock post meridian. Since July 26, 2026 falls on a Sunday, the official festive celebration and the debut Monday, July 27, 2026 with an indoor program commemorating the day in the city of Buchanan, Grand Bassa County. Further, do call upon other invites, request all citizens in solemn cooperation with all prelates, priests, deacons, evangelists, imams, elders, and other members of the sacerdotal order, regardless of the religious creed, to gather together with one purpose in their respective places of worship in each city, town, village, hamlet, homes, especially in the city of Buchanan, Grand Bassa County, on their day of worship just preceding 27 July 2026, and turn to God in thanksgiving and praise for His blessings shower upon us in past and present time, and with sudden intercession beseech Him for His continuing goodness and beneficence towards all people and nations of the earth, especially the people of the Republic of Liberia. Giving up my hand and seal of the Republic of Liberia in the city of Buchanan, Grand Bassa County, this 13th day of July in the year of our Lord 2026, and of the independence of the Republic, the 179th Joseph Dumont Buaka, Senior President of the Republic of Liberia, by order of the President, Minister of Foreign Affairs, Sarah Lesolo Nyanti.
Thank you very much. We have selection by the National PC Mass Choir.
In Jesus' mighty name, there's somebody that I have been listening to this song. There's somebody. Hallelujah. Somebody in the midst, when they interpret the dream, and the person reads, hallelujah. To the National Eastern Arts Choir. The introduction of the National Auditor will be done by Mr. Faith Science Student, St. Peter's Fellow Captain High School.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on the allow me to stand on the 16th on this occasion as we commemorate the 179th anniversary of the independence of the Republic of Nigeria. It is my singular honor and privilege to introduce the distinguished son of Liberia, the scholars whom I was dedicated to preserving, interpreting, and advancing the history of our nation in African diaspora. The National Orator of 26 is a historian, an educator, and a public intellectual whose scholarship has advanced the states of Nigeria, Africa, and the African diaspora. He is a general faculty member in the Department of History, Geography, Museum Studies, at Morgan State University. He is great part University in Baltimore, Maryland, where he teaches African American, and African diaspora history, and serves as director of the Forest Humanities and Social Science Institute. He was the founding director of Morgan State University's African American and African Diaspora Studies program. helping to establish and expand one of the university's signature interdisciplinary initiatives. Our orator is a 1975 graduate of the St. Patrick High School in Montreal and earned his PhD in history from the University of Maryland in College Park. His doctoral research, Chesapeake, Three Blacks and Origin of the Liberation, 1776 to 1848, we are now in the role of three African Americans in the Chesapeake region of the United States in the colony of Liberia. And all were new perspectives on the transatlantic history of Black self-determination. It also holds the diploma to choose a long process on the universities to co-tourists in France. The 2026 Orator won a prestigious Andrew W. Mellon postdoctoral fellowship at Georgetown University in Washington, D.C. And went on to do a distinguished career as a scholar of Liberian history, African American history, and African diaspora. His research focuses on Liberian political and intellectual history, nation building, Pan-Africanism, and the historical relationships between Africa and the global diaspora. This project was part of the Liberian history, a post-war Liberian initiative, preserving, interpreting, and expanding access to Liberian historical record, an idea to which he remains deeply committed. The National Orator is a member of the Electoral Board of the Liberian Expedition, the second oldest peer-reviewed African studies journal in the United States. His scholarship has appeared in several peer-reviewed journals, including the African History Review and the Liberian Studies Journal. He is co-author of the Guide to the History of Slavery in Maryland and the editor of the forthcoming edition of the African American Diaspora Experience. And he is currently completing a biography of James Rago, the first president of the Republic of Liberia. Through his teaching, research, corporate scholarship, and institutional leadership, the Orator has consistently argued that historical knowledge is indispensable to national identity, democratic citizenship, and civic renewal. This work seeks to eliminate the place within African, Atlantic, and global history, while encouraging broader public engagement with the African past and urging Africa to reclaim and embrace our history as a foundation of national unity and progress. In recognition of his distinguished scholarship and public service, His Excellency President Joseph Nkonkwo Senior impacted the National Orator of this year's independence celebration. Entrusting him with the delivery of the nation official Independence Day address. Every Independence Day challenges us to fully celebrate our past. For us to reflect on our present and renew our commitment to the future of our people. It is therefore especially fitting that the National Orator of 2026 is an acclamation of excellence whose was appreciated our history, whose scholarship has been related of national history, and whose enduring commitment and truth and knowledge has continued to inspire generations. It is now my distinct honor to introduce to you the National Orator of the 179 Independence Day celebration of the Republic of Liberia, Dr. Herbert Bureau. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in reading for 157 round of applause.
Thank you.
Set dialogue.
Mr. President, Mr. Vice President, Mr. Speaker, members of the National Administration, the Honorable Chief of Justice, Dean, the OEM and members of the International Council Service, Council Corps, judicial leaders, religious leaders, members of the armed forces, distinguished guests, as well as librarians at home and throughout the diaspora. Ladies and gentlemen, first, let me say that I am deeply humbled and very grateful for the honor bestowed on me. This is an honor of a lifetime. Thank you, Mr. President, for the invitation to serve as this year's part. If you please, allow me before I begin to acknowledge my mother, Elizabeth Woods Brewer, a daughter of Bassa, who is buried in the soil of this great county, right there across the St. John's River. May she continue to rest in peace. Thank you. Before I also want to acknowledge Eric for being my wife for 40 years in Austin, New York. My fellow librarians, I'm gathered today to commemorate the 179th anniversary of our nation's independence. I would like to consider a question that many young librarians have asked, sometimes quietly and sometimes aloud. What is there to celebrate? Others can go even further. They tell us that our history is little more than a catalog of failure and disappointment. Indeed, some would even suggest that the whole idea of Liberia was a mistake. Others have urged us to leave the past behind altogether and concern ourselves only with the present and the future. Now, these are serious questions, and they deserve thoughtful answers and responses. This morning, I wish to offer a different way of thinking about Liberian history. My argument is simple. Liberian history is one of our greatest national assets. And when it comes to understanding our collective past, the great challenge facing us is not simply that too many Liberians do not know their history. Our great challenge is that too many have come to believe that history has little value. Yet, a people who lose confidence in their history eventually lose confidence in themselves. History is not merely a record of yesterday's events. History is the source of our identity, our memory, our wisdom, right? Our sense of national purpose. You might gain and lose wealth. Governments may come, rise and fall. Borders change. But a nation's history remains the foundation upon which every generation builds. No one else can claim Liberian history for us. Only Liberians can. And today, I would like to reflect on three questions. First, how did we arrive at this moment in our long national journey? Second, why does July 26, 1847 matter? Not only for Liberia, but for the wider world. And finally, how do we think about the past and what responsibilities does it place upon us? To claim Liberia's history, we must first understand that Liberian history did not begin in 1847. Nor did it begin in 1822. The Republic's independence we celebrate today rests upon foundations laid over many centuries. Historians often remind us that the past is not flat. Every generation inherits a different Liberia. Every age confronts new challenges. And to understand who we are today, we must begin at the beginning. Our knowledge of Liberia's earliest history is necessarily incomplete. Yet we know enough to say with confidence that the people who have occupied this land have lived here for many, many centuries. Portuguese mariners left written descriptions of the Windward Coast. The Windward Coast is basically between Cape Town and Cape Town. and I'll refer to it. The Portuguese account are corroborated by oral traditions, by archaeology, and by linguistics. Together, all these sources reveal a long history of migration, settlement, and cultural exchange. They tell us that communities speaking Gola and Gisi were among the oldest inhabitants of this region. That the Day people-speaking people were the first to arrive at the coast, while later migrations from the north and east brought ancestors of many of today's Iberian people. But what I want to put on the table for you and for your consideration is that when it comes to the issues of our various ethnic identities, which has gained prominence in the national consciousness over the last generation, there is a larger point, which is this. The ethnic communities we know today did not emerge fully formed. Like all human societies, they evolved over time. People migrated, they traded, they forged alliances, they intermarried, they divided, reconciled, fought wars over the differences, sometimes created entirely new ethnic identities. The Liberia of today is the product of centuries of migration and cultural interaction and exchange. Our ethnic identities are not fixed by nature. They were shaped by history, by migration, by trade, by maritime conflict, by cooperation over these many centuries. Our ancestors were not born into the identities that we know and have today. Indeed, our ancestors created those identities. Before the European colonial powers drew borders on maps, identities and boundaries were far more fluid than we often imagine them to be today. Communities, again, migrated and divided and merged and reinvented themselves. And as a distinguished West African historian, Boubacar Bari, reminds us West Africa was, in our point, a land of people without frontiers. Understanding this longer history reminds us that Liberia did not create its people. Rather, its many people over countless generations created the Liberia we have inherited. Long before there was a Liberian state, there was already a Liberian historical experience. Long before the Republic of Liberia, there were sovereign African societies existing in this space. They governed themselves according to their own laws and institutions. They maintained systems of the global from founding date. Consequences of having
Thank you. Ms. Lawrence, thanks. It's not the very organizations. Citation by the president to Dr. Herbert Broom, a scholar, a professor, a mentor, a historian, orator of 2026. Dr. Herbert Broom, a man whose life is honored for his distinguished contributions as a scholar, teacher, public intellectual, mental, and academic leader whose work has deepened understanding of African American history, the African diaspora, Liberia and West Africa, slavery and abolition, Black intellectual history in the Atlantic world, with exemplified intellectual courage, scholarly distinction, institutional service, and an enduring devotion to preserving and interpreting the histories of Black life and culture. Your influence extends to your teaching and research.
Campeonato. Alongside Vescoviati, Minister of Foreign Affairs will do the messages of facilitation for serving as a state government. Wow.
Mr. President and First Lady, Mr. Vice President, Mr. Speaker, and Madam President, Pro Tempore, honorable members of the legislature, Your Honor, the Chief Justice and the Association.
Hey everybody. Hey Mr. Davis. Hey everyone. Matt, well, I keep saying Mary 26. Okay, so I'm gonna continue on the show. Mary 26 to everyone. Not happy 26, but Mary 26, okay? Because that's how
Oh, Mary
came out celebrating like it was Christmas, okay? So Merry 26 to everyone. I hope you guys had a great time. Yesterday, well, the whole weekend, because some people took the whole weekend to celebrate. So happy 26, Titus. Happy 26, everyone who's watching and who will watch later. Thank you for joining us this evening. It's been a while. And season greetings, right? Is that a season? Holidays greeting? Just take whatever you get from me. It's just confusing, okay? It was just so so great over the weekends. So I said I don't know what's going on, but the past two celebrations of 26 since President Walker began, and this is no politics, this is just the facts, okay, that I've seen. It's just been so, different. And it's just been so massive. Like everybody, all of a sudden, not, well, maybe not all of a sudden, but people are not showing it too much, loving their country, and just everybody, China, in China and all. How many times we always seen people in China celebrating 26? Okay, Liberia, in and out of Liberia, and well, many, like everybody's just celebrating Liberia and just celebrating the 26th. People are doing. Some people are going to it, but we still celebrate Liberia, right? And that's a good thing. And it's different, time like this. She bring people together, Liberians together, to celebrate our country and pull aside politics and every other thing, and just celebrate Liberia, the beauty of it, and just reflect on those things that were done wrong, wrongly, and we don't want to go back. Like, speaking of the Civil War, something like that, that senseless war that took so many lives and pushed us so much backwards. In countries that as we always, this is the story we hear all the time. Well, some of us hear all the time. Back in the days, Liberia with this, Liberia with that. Everybody in the region used to come to Liberia and do that. We don't know any of those days. Well, I don't know any of those days. It's just stories that are here now, right? Because of those senseless war, and those, it pushed those good memories and days back that we haven't seen yet, and we want to see in our lifetime before we get older, before our kids come about. So with all of the politics, all the time, I think this should be like a day that everybody just come together for the sake of the country. Is that gonna happen? It's probably like a wishful thinking for me, but I think that's what should happen, even though that is not what happened. Wish we would be here to talk about today. But yeah, Mr. Davis, well, what is your thought on this season? How did you spend your day? Let me tell you, I went to church, came back the whole weekend. I didn't go anywhere. Bashing me, do whatever. I'm a inside girl. Everybody was outside, I was inside. Plus, it was hot. It was smoking hot in Texas. I'm sorry, but I couldn't even. I went to church. I came back. I was just in the cool and just fell asleep and slept till the evening. And even in the Saturday evening, I planned to go on the field with somebody, some friends, but then she it's just the heat or whatever. So when she called me, I was like, oh, it's so hot outside, and she said, yeah, I have to play. I was even thinking about going, and just that's what I said. Well, okay, I'm resting now, and that's how we all just went to sleep, right? So it was, even though I was watching YouTube, watching people outside celebrating hot and stuff, and I was enjoying that. I was laughing. One place I wanted to be this weekend, Mr. Davis, it was in Grand Bassa Concert, right? That's where I wanted to be this weekend. My mama's land, okay? So, but yeah. How did you spend your 26? How was your 26? You muted or I can't hear you?
You can get me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. Go ahead.
Our 26 started on Thursday in my end. It was the first time that one of the county put a Liberia flag up at the city hall. We hosted a Liberia flag on Thursday in the city of York County. So Liberia get now flag at the city hall of York. And we didn't know the history that's the place the establishment of Liberia started from. In York, Pennsylvania. So
where?
York, Pennsylvania, they played the established Liberia. The whole group to go Liberia.
Oh, you mean the people that were sending back?
Yes, that's the place they established it from York, Pennsylvania. And there to show his picture. He was a counselor. I think it was that or a counselor, one of them. He was one of the person that went Liberia. The photo stay there. The city mayor was lecturing about this, man, how they established Liberia, how they killed the entire Liberian history. Couldn't even believe that people know the history in York about Liberia.
Oh, yes, they do.
So From there, we hosted the flair on Thursday. Friday, we had a program. Then Saturday, we had a real program. Then Sunday, we had a cookout and soccer game.
Y'all just didn't want it to end, did you? But Monday, y'all gotta go to work. That was a Sabbath.
It was Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We ended with the cookout and the soccer game because the keyboard team couldn't. There were not many, they couldn't play. So, but the soccer game we played. Mr. David was playing also.
So why you couldn't join the people in Philly or Jersey?
We don't let them go around Philly. Philly people can cause problem all the time.
Yeah, that's not true.
Cause problem. And you saw how many police were on the football field?
Well, it was that is for security. I feel safe when I see police around like that.
Always that Philadelphia was the cause for all the state to host their own stuff in the country, in a state. Everybody, yeah. New Jersey and Philadelphia they put together, and Philly they do everything in New York. Everybody living from different states.
No, Mr. Day, you don't know this. You don't know the story. Just ask some of us. We'll tell you.
Okay, what's the story? But the story
because I celebration thing when someone crawling like everybody used to come from everywhere.
First time coming to
and do it right in Trenton, New Jersey. That's where it used to be done. Trenton, New Jersey.
When I in Trenton, in Philadelphia.
People who you haven't seen since the war, since you left or you grew up, you used to see everybody that day.
No, I say my first
from Minnesota, from Ohio, from whatever. Everybody used to go to Trenton. That's when it used to be good. Because like everybody coming together. But then when people, it was not about Philly, it was about everybody, Liberian Power, Greed, Money, Benin, all the ones. So everybody started hosting their own stuff then. It was not about Philly.
Well, my first time was 2007, July 26th.
That was messed up. We're talking about the late 90s and early 2000s, and that's why that time Philly chocolate ever since. You talking about 2007?
2007, exploring a high in Philadelphia. I said, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, that was when everything was chocolate from Philly. I mean, from Trenton already. That was way after.
Yeah, they had open picker. Everybody sitting on top of it, smoking weed all over the place. I saw the police come and drive people away. That was my first in Philadelphia.
But that's
everybody was very bad. I saw police running behind people on the football field. I told my nephew, my man, let's go. We left from there because I saw the people acting like rebel. They had open pickle. They sitting down on top of it, sitting down everywhere.
It's a celebration. That's what people do.
Every neighbor too.
Well, when it used to happen, even though I was later, but I can remember when it used to happen in Trenton, it used to be really nice. It never used to be that too much. Like I said, everybody used to come from all over the states to go there. I don't know why they stopped there, but to me, it's never the same when everybody started doing that. Doing our own thing. It's always was the East Coast was this place. That was it. Once it was taken from Trenton, New Jersey, it was never the same anymore. Everybody just be doing their own thing all over the place, but it's never gonna be the same the way it used to be. Everybody come in one spot to do it. It was nice then to me. Yeah.
The barrier are you?
And what?
Because the police came they came more than 20 cars.
What happened then?
That is.
Welcome, Emmanuel.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Sis Amy, how you doing? I thought I was muted. I'm hearing her. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. We're not hearing you before.
No, I thought I was muted, so I was trying to see if I could mute myself, but I was not muted. Yeah, so happy Theoretical Independence Day.
See there, it was hot, happy and hot. You see my cornrows? I was so hot I had to put my hair in cornrow. I was hot. It was
Happy
hot.
theoretical independence. I pray that will be physical
Yeah.
sometimes to come.
Physical in what way?
No, our independence is more theoretical than being practical, man. I think we have to be, practice to be practical.
Practical. That's what I'm saying. In what way? Because if you ask me, I would say, but go ahead.
I agree we are independent, but I mean, the 179 years is more theoretical. Is on the in document more than practical because up to today we still think that pepper. Can you imagine also be planting in our country? We still go for pepper, we still go for onion, tomato, all the things we still go buy from people around us. So as people start coming to us now too, we want to see people coming back to us that they used to do, come to us for schooling, come to us for medical. I can remember my uncle in Ivory Coast went to Ganta, to the mental hospital there, from all the way Ivory Coast, came to hospital there. Now they don't do that anymore. We don't want to run into them. So we are being more theoretical than practical. So I want us to, as my prayer that like, bro, be to a point where people start coming back to us,
Amen.
Our hospitals will be better again.
Mhm.
Our politics will be better again. People used to come to us and learn politics, People used to come to our schools. People used to spend time. They will sending people to Ghana and Rwanda and to go to school. How about you rushing to Ghana to go to school? Nowadays, it's not happening. So I really pray that we'll be practical this time, not being more theoretical, because right now it's just paper, like 179 years old.
Well, I
Yeah,
understand what you're saying, but the hiccup came because of something, right? And like I was talking about before you came on the show, with facing politics, political greed, and all of that, and that took us into a 14 years of senseless war. And since then, we're still shaking to get back up, to get back out there, and and restore all of those things that were damaged. And something I think it's you know, one step at a time. It's not just gonna happen overnight like that. Like it was, right? Even though people have to have the political will, and people have to love their country and not love an individual, and that would be destroying a country or be bad for the country, or because you love an individual. No, you want to see a country moving forward, and people shouldn't be there praying for the country to fail because they want somebody to come back. Then how is that going to make us move forward? If you praying for somebody to fail, it's not that person failing, it's the country. And what it's doing to us is taking us backwards more. Okay, because just because the person feel and you think that's going to give you a chance to come back or come, it doesn't make any sense for the citizens and the people who giving you those power to do those. I mean, it's not doing anything for anybody. We are getting old in there and we're not seeing anything. Like I was just saying, all some of us here is normal day, normal day, normal day. I don't know what normal day looks like. I just hear about it, So this is what it be normal days, right? We're not fighting war anymore and whatever, but it's not the same as back then. I want to experience those normal days, It's that's all. We all have to be patriotic. That's the key point to doing it. If you don't love, let me just say, if you don't love your country, if people don't love that country, if they are loving individuals and they are loving political party, it's gonna be a horror ball for us. Your country has to be the number one. Yeah, you can support somebody, you can love somebody. I support President Waka now. I dare him to do something wrong to Liberia. I'm not gonna sit there and say, "Oh, because I support President." No, Liberia comes first to me. But can everybody have that stand for Liberia and not an individual? That's not what it is right now. We see it. And just for an example, which a video will be talking about here today that is going around, just to tell you how sick people are, you know, of what I'm talking about. We will go over that video and we'll all see what I'm talking about. We have to love our country. We have to want to see our country do better. We have to want to see our country move forward. We can love political parties. We can support who we want to support, but we have to tell them when they're doing wrong. You see the right thing, you say it. When they're doing wrong, you say it. It's not going to make you to not like the person. Is that what we see in Liberia today? I'm afraid not. So those things not just gonna happen overnight. No. But go ahead.
Okay, so like I was saying, during the WIA administration, there was this group calling themselves the Never WIA movement. So they used to carry everything around, and they are my friends. Later on, they transformed the group to the Hard Truth.
The what?
The Hard Truth. It became the Hard Truth. It was started as Never WIA movement. So I used to tell the guy, there are two, David Capelli and Colley. So I called Chief Colley. I said, Chief Colley, the kind of politics the new opposition is introducing against WIA, it will hurt Liberia. Today, it might be WIA. Tomorrow, the next president that comes, the people start doing the same thing, and one will start seeing what they put, that one will start knowing that the kind of politics is wrong. And that's why you're talking now. When we are around here, everything, even to the extent that even our current president used to say, we are obeying sour and call it rule. He used to say, when we come to America, say, meeting tested drivers. Everything was just trying upside down. Nobody was looking at Liberia. Nobody was even looking at what is good for Liberia. And it was bad. We can't continue to live. We can't continue to do politics like that. Politics should be about policy. If you must say on this show and I say something and you want to correct me, you should correct me on the issues. It shouldn't be because I am Emmanuel. Or it shouldn't be because I'm against the person who you support. But it should be what are the things that we're saying is in support of Liberia. But President Bogga right now, he had a smooth administration. The way they put Tomete early and Tomete WIA, it not happening on Bogga. The protest we saw on Ellen and WIA is not happening on President Bogga. Bogga had a smooth administration. People are not bothering him. Civil society is quiet. The religious community is quiet. Opposition is not effective. One person running up and down calling himself civil servant Molu. Nobody trusts him. Nobody want to join him. Not like yesterday when Aaron Costa can be in America, when you thought the whole city is upside down, or when you come to Monrovia, just say that the president. It's not like that today. President Bogga had a very easy time to go about, and I really wish they can take advantage of it and not abuse it. Seriously.
So, Mr. David, you want to come in before I answer Emmanuel?
Yeah.
Okay, come in.
We need to talk the fair truth.
Now I said come in before I say something. But go ahead.
The natives are very greedy people, greedy set of people, selfish. That's how Liberia is turning by. Emmanuel just said the people should come Liberia. When? In the 70s, in the 60s. From the 80s, when those took over the native to present, they are greedy and selfish and kill one another. That's all they are good for. Greedy set of people. During the 70s, the 60s, senators never even made 1,005. But since the native people become senator and representative, now they're not increasing representative. They don't even know their own law they make. How will you increase representative if all of district giving it district they want giving it? You don't already get money to pay people. You don't get money for your district to develop. Then you're splitting district into two. This one. They are very greedy. They can't even send their brother children to school. The 70s, they were looking at the native people and they were sending them to school. Liberia was so sweet. We had a group of Maserado. We had all those one and Liberia was facing every lot of things in Liberia.
When I say something and again, one time,
They man took power. They want to get really Camus. When they took power, forget
All
it.
hell broke loose.
Or everything get loose. And today, Liberia will not develop. I don't care what you say. We'll continue.
Bro, develop. The Lord rebuking in Jesus' name. Don't say that.
They're not rebuke. Rebuke.
Oh, yeah, that's rebuke. Don't come.
Rebuke
I don't say that anywhere for somebody who talk bad, so bad words. The
And
Bible says life and death is on the tongue. So I let them rebuke people.
I say rebuke senator, your minister, your representative, and that's the one you rebuke. They're very greedy and selfish.
I know, I rebuke them too.
Yeah, but why you rebuking me for? I'm telling
Because you say
But I don't think Brother David responding to me, because I have what I say.
no, he's not responding to you.
the greediness started in 1980. The whole problem was solving so that 1980 start. When the man took power, the Nizze man became, I don't know how you call it, he became giant. He can't get a remove for red business. Nizze man dressing military uniform, they had election. He wear military uniform and force the election commission to call his name. Now problem start. 14 years ago walking. We fought to kill one another.
Senseless war.
That war. There was no use for that war. Stupid war. Killing one another, brother. I was not born to be Gio. I was not born to be Crown. I was not born to be Manigo, but they were killing you. Because the other tribe, when they see the other tribe, they kill you. You are in Manigo. I was forced to be born Mandingo. I was forced to be born Gio man. I was forced to be born Mano man or Crown man. No. But stupidness in native people kill one another for nonsense. And the state come back to power again. All representatives, all senators, native, they stealing the money, they don't care. They sign any kind of document, they don't care. Whether are they need to, what kind of thing to, what kind of thing the president and veto is. So then they say president. Liberia is going backward, not even going in front. I don't care what
That's not true. That's not true.
If people from power will be military government can there, where there will be no parliament. Then maybe they will do something better.
So thank you, Mr. David. So this is what I wanted to respond to Emmanuel on. Because even though I wasn't paying too much attention during my Ellen Sirleaf government, and I was much younger then, but history, I mean, people that something they read around here, and people that I used to be cousin K as in the street is still alive. For Brother Emmanuel to come here and said that during the weird administration, anything that was happening in the administration that they were happening in the administration, the other boys deemed it to be bad. That was the time it started. He's not being honest with that. That is that's not the truth. So but you should have said that when people put the cast on our heads, doing my Ellen Sirleaf government. Yes, a lot of bad things happen, but a great deal coming from a war, a great deal of good things happen. And what we saw, cities didn't begin like they were like a thugs, like bunch of gangsters when they protesting, they're putting cast on our head, they're putting red tomato on panties and doing all of that and being so rude and insultive and want to do it. And you will sit here and tell us that started on a Judge Via. Anything people did, Judge Via did was the wrong thing. Come on now. These are some of the things that we're facing now because honestly, if they like somebody, then I mean,
hold on. Do you have access? Do you have access to the YouTube so you can go back and play what I said?
I know what you say, and everybody on here heard what you said.
Okay, can I call
you say you told a friend that everything that was happening on the administration, the opposition took it to be bad. And you were advising somebody that their kind of politics is going to take their country, is bad for their country. So what is that telling us? That's the only time you saw bad politics being played.
Okay, so can I repeat myself?
So CDC, no, imagine we heard what you said. Let me finish.
Between Ellen Johnson and we are administration, Baga is going.
Thank you, brother David. You're here for truth. Thank you, listening.
Okay, so he said what I'm saying first before he came. That was the last thing he said.
No, that's not what I said. You said.
Are you serious right now?
No, let me answer. I was responding to you. You said people don't love Liberia. So I said the issue of don't love Liberia, it didn't just start now. I even advise somebody during the weird time. Even the current president, President Biden.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You said during the
But
weird
I did
time.
not say. I never said it started weird time. I never said it.
Well, that's the only thing you advise somebody doing Ellen Johnson thing. You don't. I wouldn't hear you saying that you advise somebody that what
Brother,
was doing
Brother
was
David,
wrong.
did you hear me?
You
Did you
said
hear what
during
I
the
said?
weird time. You said what the opposition is doing. That tell us that was the only time the opposition was back.
I never used the word une.
No, I'm just saying. No, you didn't use the word une. I'm gonna be evil. I'm only reading between the lines.
I said President Bwakai's administration is even better.
That was after the facts. I get that part.
That's it. There's no much protest. There's no much opposition. When President Sali was there.
Let me finish.
Yeah,
because when I finish, you get something. Because I'm not missing anything. You just keep interrupting me. That's why you think I'm missing anything. What you are saying now was the last statement that you made before you ended the conversation. You talk about we are administration. And even when the current president now, when we are saying in Sawa and call it Cairo, every little thing they will protest, they will do that. You said that. You never mentioned anything about Ellen Johnson study. So what that anybody listening to you, what they will get from that is that all of the bad politics started with the opposition when Weah was president. That's the only person you mentioned. You said doing weird thing. You called a friend and you started advising the friends that what the opposition is doing is bad for this country. Did you ever say anything that even during Madam Edding time, I called somebody and said what this opposition, because the CDC were being like gangster paradise in the country doing Madam Edding Johnson studies time. You never say anything about that. You talk about we are time. That's what I'm saying. That gave somebody who listened the impression that this is when all of this started. I'm not saying that's the word you use, but that's what you're implying. That the politics that were being preached during we are administration, it was gonna destroy the country. So that means all the bad things from the way I hear, the way I'm how they going there. Every bad thing started from when we are was something. Everybody else were against we are. They were playing bad politics. That's what it started from. Now people doing it now. Then now they seem to be wrong. No, that politics of what people and they did it to we are and they did it to we are. If that is like the politics we want to be hearing, then we shouldn't. If we come here be doing monkey do, then that put somebody else that they haven't did it to, because I hear this all the time. When we talk about CDC administration, and we shouldn't be talking about this and that and that. You talking about President Bwaka administration, there's no protest. Who said there's no protest? The protest just don't have no head or tail. It just don't make no sense. That's what people are not responding to it. You see somebody paying attention to development. You see all of what is happening. You see how the country is being on a. Now, am I saying it's perfect? No. You see how the president has made some kind of good thing or something to come back to the country. You see that Respect Liberia is getting around the world. You see what is going on, development, all of it. You that destroy it for such, and you say, protest. Then people sort of jump up and just go protest. Then we have the administration, they saw things that they needed to protest about. I don't know why you can't put one and two together. Nobody just protests because they want to protest. That's not it. Now, are we saying people are not suffering? They are suffering, but we've seen the reason why. It is all around the world. Even in America, people are suffering now. People that only some things that was not happening 6 years ago. It is happening now. But we've seen the change. We've seen the little improvement. So people nobody's seeing any reason to protest, and seeing people then who's standing, calling themselves lovers of Liberia now, standing to the station protest. Who's gonna take the one seriously to come stand up and say, oh yeah, the protesting? That's why there's it's not because there's no opposition against President Bwaka. There is a serious opposition. Even all of the good things that are going on. He's not doing anything, but when it won't happen, we have projects. When it won't happen, come on now. Let's be honest when we come to these kind of conversation, we're talking about it. Let's be honest about it and stop making it seem like this is a one-way thing or it just started. That's not true. That is not true. And that's what I got from there, making it seem like, it just started on a weird administration. No. If anybody started a bad politicking, if anybody started a disrespectful, the rude politicking, it's CDC. We can be honest about that. Madam Sally, most of them over there can be that grandmother. What they did to her and some of the so-called protests they were doing and things they were doing, was that respectful to that woman? Regardless of all of what she was doing, was that something that's supposed to be in a politic and be a part of our, from what we come from, the part of what we come from, the culture that we have? Is that what's supposed to be happening? I don't think so. So no, they started all of this madness. It's not anybody doing it now. It's not a new thing, or it never started on a weird. That's not true. I disagree with that. But go ahead. I think people said they want to call in anyway. If you ask me. But yeah, I'll put my number on the screen, so when y'all call in, go ahead, Emmanuel, if you want to say something.
What I say is on the YouTube. Anybody can go back to it and listen to me. I spoke 2 times. The first time you said people don't love Liberia, they want Liberia to fail just because they want to come back to power. I responded to it by saying it hasn't just started, it happened before. I even advised one of my friend colleagues that kind of politics is not good. The second time I came back, that was when I talked about President Boakai had a smooth ride. During President Boakai time, we don't have so many protests like they were during Ellen time and during Weah time. We don't have other civil society making any gesture like complaining. We don't have the religious society complaining. We don't have opposition protesting. The only person who see trying to add a civil society, but nobody listening to him, is Molu, because he's not considered as a civil society person. So civil society is not listening to him. Who are not following him. And it's my prayer that this administration will make use of the quietness and do well. That was what I said. I never said the bad politics started on Weah and the people were doing it against Weah. I was saying the way we're seeing it today, where all people are saying they want the government to fail so that they will come back to power. We saw the same thing happening before. It's not the first time. CDC did it to Ellen, and after CDC came to power, people did it to CDC as well. But this administration is not happening like that. President Weah became president January of 2018. February the protest started, and that protest never ceased until Weah time was over. People protested every time. When Ellen became president, the same thing CDC protested against Ellen almost every time. They joined the army people for protest. They dismantled, they disbanded AFL. They joined them. Anybody try to join the street, CDC will join you. You're having so-called opposition unity. They step throughout Ellen time. We saw that it's not happening on Boakai. And I said the fact that the country is quiet, we don't have so much protests. I want the president to make use of it and do well. And it shouldn't allow these things to be to make him feel so reluctant, or maybe feel so relaxed and feel that he's doing well. That was what I said. What you just said is different from what I said. That I said the bad policy started on a Weah. At the only time ever that I supported Weah was always second round, because second round always we are going against Unity Party. I have not supported Unity Party since the post-war. And my reasons were very clear. Number one, Ellen proudly supported the war that killed some of our parents. So I'm not going to support somebody who brought war to kill people. And because Ellen was on Unity Party ticket, that's why I never supported Unity Party. That was anytime whoever go to second round with Unity Party, I supported them. Against President Boakai, the reason I did not support President Boakai against Weah is that I have known President Boakai a very long time. President Boakai was in the Assemblies of God Church. I'm a member of the Assemblies of God Church. President Boakai was a deacon in the Assemblies of God Church at Kawa AG. That church is predominantly a Kisi church. He was a deacon there. Confusion broke out. He said he talked to the people, they didn't listen to him, that how he moved on to the Baptist church. I had known him for a very long time. In fact, I was a child, I remember, a convention was held in Bon Mines. When prophet prophesied that you will be the first AG member to be president. And that's why some people, since that time, they've been supporting President Obama because they know you're going to be president one day before you die. Because it was since, I think, between 85, 86, when that prophecy came. I've been doing that man for a very long time. I'm not somebody who just saw President Obama. I'm just somebody told about President Obama.
So because you've been knowing him for a very long time, and because of that, that's why you didn't support him?
Because I know his ability and inability. I know his shortcoming. So I feel, especially the way Labrador is so divided, President Boga is now a unifier. That's just that.
What? And your unifier was George Weah?
No, not that George Weah was unified than President Boga, but I just felt that for me, number one, Unity Party was not my place. Anything I had to do with Unity Party.
So don't make it seem like that it was about the person.
I said it from the
beginning. Something you've agreed that you are CDC man. Let's be bold and say that.
Listen,
a lot of people from that region, they love CDC regardless of whatever anybody says. That's just what it is.
You can say it to please you. As of my very first
person I voted for.
There's no fact. Where's the fact?
Really? There's no facts? Let me do this. On Jedi and say people should call and tell me if I'm making that up.
Fact is something that is documented. Do you have any document on me being a sedition? You don't have fact against me.
We don't have to put it on paper. We see it.
There's no fact. It's opinion.
It's video documented.
There's no opinion. It's not fact. It's opinion.
The largest vote from Grange that county is always CDC.
But
that's a fact. That's a documentation that we can
okay. So if you think about Grand Jide, it's different from Emmanuel Zaza. I am speaking. I'm telling you, I have not been. I have not supported any political party. I support individuals. The first person I supported 2005 was Winston Totman. Winston Totman was the first person I supported in 2005. 2011, Winston Totman was on CDC ticket, so I still supported Winston Totman. 2017, I supported Alexander Cummings, and up to today, I still support Alexander Cummings. In the second round, I supported anybody that go against. If anybody that go against CDC other than Unity Party, I'm going to support that person. But anybody that go against Unity Party, I will support the person. That's how I supported Josh Weah. But I have not been a sedition. That's my record.
Brother Emmanuel, let me tell you something.
So it's not fact. It's an opinion.
Talking and talk. I've been knowing you for a few times, and we've been talking on the show yet, right?
Yeah.
From what I heard you saying, you tried to slip away from it, but you can't hide too much. Your character can say you can pack it in a suitcase, you can't leave it behind you, right? And what I'm saying is that your love for Weah never hides. Like you were more to make it look like you are not a Weah guy, but a lot of things that you say here is mostly towards somebody who who have a little something feelings from Weah. That's something that I know that I've seen so many times.
That's opinion.
I call you sedition because of that.
That's an opinion.
That fact. Okay.
That's an opinion.
So
it's not fact. It's opinion.
Okay. So because of that opinion, right? A lot of people have called you sedition.
It's your opinion.
Right?
It's not
because of what you put out there when it comes to Weah. The way you defend when it comes to Weah, the things you say when it comes to Weah, it gives people that impression that you try to deny it, but
it's not denial. I'm not asking for evidence to your opinion because
whatever evidence I just told you why. You defend the guy. You talk to this, I favor him. You certainly then whatever. What?
Okay, so
evidence do you want again? I already just told you why. I didn't just get out of the blue. Say I think you something. I told you why. You keep asking for evidence. We don't documenting stuff here.
For
your output. That's what we. That's
one instance that I defended Weah. One instance.
What?
one topic that you point to say we're doing the topic here is he defended we are point to one.
Every topic we do here, you try to slick it in. We can detect slicker. You try to stick it in, but sometimes we
that's
we
opinion.
Like I said, everybody call you sedition here because of that, because everybody see it, right?
That's
And
opinion.
there's nothing wrong with it. That's you.
That's
but
opinion.
to be saying it and then be denying it,
that's opinion. That's opinion.
That's fine.
I told you what I've done. I told you every second round. If every second round I supported CDC, because since the war, there have always been two political parties that have gone for second round. I said it, I did not hide it. But I have not, George Weah is not my first choice. If any other political party have gone against George Weah, other than the Unity Party, I will support that political party. I've said it, I did not hide it. I've said it. I didn't say I didn't support Weah, and I told you why I supported Weah. I keep saying it, but I'm not a sedition. I've supported Winston Totman. I've supported Winston Totman, and my choice today is until Alexander Kumi leaves the stage, will be Alexander Kumi for now. That's my opinion.
Okay.
That's just it. Unity Party in 2005 were saying the war was a just war because they wanted Ellen to be president. They will later start saying they wanted war crime school, but they were saying Ellen's position to bring the war was a just war. They justify it. Once more,
Who's they justify?
I say Unity Party.
The entire party justify the war.
People that were supporting Unity Party in 2005 were saying Ellen's position was a just war. Ellen's decision to bring the war was a just war because that was no way Labrador could be liberated. So it means even those who got killed, it was justified, and that's why I got issue with. You can't justify war when other people lost their parents. I said it.
No,
I don't see any reason.
You can't justify war, but if we holding that, would be holding even the dead body, then would be still be holding that bones then, because they all play. A lot of them play a part in it. Okay, and we're not gonna go into history today, but from the history that we heard, Eddie and they was doing it for greed and everything, but from somebody coming to power and lining up, I know that how many people on a poll, and suddenly that's just a bloodbath. That's the beginning of something that should have never happened. Lining up people, that's people in the family, that other people in the fathers, that people brothers, that people cousins, that people something that you could have put it in prison or do whatever and let them, but instead you slaughter them all on the pole, and that's supposed to be a peaceful that's bringing people together. Absolutely not. That was a disaster waiting to happen, and just certain people just was in the front of it, but that was already a disaster. And then when you have a little disagreement with somebody from a country, you decide to zero a whole county, and we thought that was going to end up well. Let's not go back to that water because it was stupid on all of their parts, and most of them are dead and something. For us to make it something like, Ellen, yeah, she played her part, which is wrong, but a lot of people, some people held to be, I own a hero, I own a this, when the Nima people ready, Prince Johnson, that were defending that country. I don't know why he couldn't say his blood red to Nima Kande do more to defend Nima Kande. He had to come all the way Kawa and be killing people. That was even for other people. When the Udumoke ready, the Maningo say, Alhaji Kuma with that something. So everybody support their own criminal and their own killers. So if like what we going by, then we would not be something with anybody today. So nobody was right in the whole damn thing. That's what I'm saying. People who lost their life were the victim. I'm talking about the one that started it and lose their life. I'm talking about innocent people who had nothing. Who only crime was to be from an ethnic group that certain people on the top came from. Which, like President Boaga right now, he's a Gizi man, right, Mr. Davis?
Yeah.
A lot of Gizi people in Liberia, they are not eating what President Boaga eating. They are not enjoying what President Boaga and his family enjoy. President Boaga don't even know them. But for somebody, President Boaga to have a problem and somebody want to go and destroy the entire FOIA and bring it down, or the entire Lofa because President Boaga hailed from Lofa, or President Boaga is a Gizi man, that's stupidity. What is that person crime? They don't even know these people. A lot of people lost their life on stuff like that. So, and I don't even like to talk about it because I lost relatives in the world and who I never even seen, growing up and stuff like that. So but can we dwell on that? No, we cannot. But to be holding one person to say, oh, the person was the biggest bad person and the person was no. There was instances that brought those things up. Okay, which not it wasn't even supposed to happen, but it did. That's what some of us call it the senseless and stupid war. But can we bring those people back? We cannot. It already happened. So for us to say, oh, because somebody being there, so we have to bring somebody to who is not fit because the other person brought war or the other person do this. No. How about we just not, because some people will say, oh, the other guy was supposed to some war on our cover or whatever. People that know them will say things. So we cannot, that's why all of these people, the war crime or whatever war laws, they're all dying, and there's nothing happening with the whole war and economics crime code, which is supposed to happen from the day Ellen got into power, where she dropped the ball because she was a part of it, But at this point, it's like our Liberian saying, right? We leave it to God. Welcome, Mars.
Thank you. I just listen to you. Everybody sleeping. You just David sleeping. Emmanuel sleeping. Yeah, talking.
Well, welcome. But anyway, let me put the numbers on there so if anybody want to call in, they'll
Yeah, David sleeping. David sleeping. Emmanuel sleeping. Just talking.
We're not sleeping.
I,
So we're not talking.
she say I'm not talking. She alone do the talking.
Let me put the number. No, everybody having their own say. Emmanuel, Emmanuel was saying something, and I was responding to him, and we started going on from there. But go ahead. We were talking about the 27 reminiscing on Liberia and all of the war, thinking back, and everybody doing who was doing what, and that's how it came up. But how was your 26? How did you spend your day? And
I live in Philadelphia, so don't ask how the 26. The 26 we had a splendid event, a colorful event. Philadelphia was the place in the East Coast. I think the people say in the Midwest that Minnesota.
East Coast has always been a place.
Yeah, Philadelphia is the place to be. Maryland, Delaware, Virginia, New York, they all came over in Philadelphia. So, I mean, the 26th were well celebrated. I think we are coming back to, maybe 10, 15, 20 years back, 30 years back, where we, regardless of our political differences, we are celebrating the country. We don't care who's in power. Yeah, celebrating the country. And maybe whether you like it or not too, that also too, you have to give it to the current government because they provided that environment, because we have a chaotic because the more the country is chaotic, people start turning their back towards the government. It doesn't matter whatever government in power. Yeah, so we have to give it to them to some extent. We have to give it to the government to some extent. But to be honest, the 26 were, even the children that are born here now, the fact that are born by Liberian parents, they are getting to know what the 26 is. They loving, they into the celebration and even their parents, and that is the good news for the country. The more you love your country, the more you're willing to do everything for the country, the more you wish well for the country. There are a few Facebookers, but look, the people that love the country, they are more than the people on the other side.
That's the good thing.
Yeah, that's the good thing. The people that want well for that country, good for that country, they are way more than the other people that are on the other side. Like just for them, they think when there's chaos, when they think that will bring them back to power. I don't know, whatever they have that dream, whatever thing that's telling them that look, the more the country fall, the more you will come back. Well, they should keep listening to whatever that's speaking to them, but the country will move forward, and we are getting there.
Amen. So that's the number for people who wants to call in and chime in and tell us about your 26 But first, y'all, did y'all see a video circulating on Facebook? Supposed to be a Jojo Cartel partners. So I want to play that video so we can talk about it because we talking about loving country and being patriotic and not loving an individual or political party. This video this weekend when I saw it, I just looked at it and just shook my head. I said, "Wow, desperados! Is this the lowest they can go? You know, how can people be so? I mean." So desperate for something that you wish your own country back. And we talking about a war, senseless 14 years of civil war that makes some of us don't know what this so-called normal day in Liberia looks like. And what happened to people, family losing lives, losing their families and people losing their childhoods. And we growing up without knowing what this doing longer days and all those, nyama nyama it looks like. And people just because they want their little $5 they were getting some from people. They're not getting it anymore. There's something so they pray that prayer is for the country to for. But hold on, somebody's calling. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, who's that? What's your name and where you calling us from?
Yeah. My name is Evan Clark and I call from the city of Minnesota.
Welcome, Edwin. What's on your mind? Let's hear you.
Yeah, let me say thanks to all of you panelists for taking all your time. Just 3 minutes. First of all, I want to be grateful that I'm alive to
Amen.
once again celebrate my country Independence Day.
Mm-hmm.
Like where I see myself currently, like where I always be my home. Even in my next life, I want to be a Liberia. But yeah, it was great. It was nice. Even though as a nation we are not there yet,
no,
because those that destroy us, those that make us to be poor refugees, keep electing them. But we will one day get there. But just to close up, I don't have much to say because I started saying this weekend because of the worldwide celebration of all Liberians. All we need to do is peace about togetherness. We should learn to preach positivity about our country. Even those that produce drugs, like the likes of Colombia, other drug business, you don't even find a citizen coming on Facebook posting that their country is a narco state, is a that. Sometimes you will see anybody, I will say this today, any human being that always feel less about themselves, will always say less thing about themselves. Mm-hmm. And that's how some of them view themselves. So that inferiority complex are taking over them or they affecting their mind. So they sit in Western countries and post nonsense and at the end they claim to be educated. Now, the America that's some of us sitting in Europe and posting nonsense about our country of birth. You think in 10 years from now, the European and Americans say we should reject, we all should leave the place and go back to Africa and go to our respect. Where will we go?
Liberia.
Where will we go beside Liberia? But you got people all of ignorance, all of politics, and that's why I told one of my friends, my co-worker, I asked me, I said, brother, I don't partake in the Liberia politics nowadays because it's like a child play thing. It's only insult and hatred. Mm-hmm. No ideas. It's not about change of ideas. What will it benefit you to sit from Monday to Sunday and then talk negative thing about your own life? Because if you professing negative thing to happen in Liberia, it's like you're professing for negative thing to happen in your own personal life. Mm-hmm. That's high level of insanity. That's how far some of your so-called educated brothers and sisters and things on the internet exhibiting their ignorance. It's just sad, man. It's just sad to see people. But I want to be grateful to you and the rest of the panelists, and they always thank you for they coming out there to enlighten us and educating our brothers and sisters who are not adequately informed about issues. Once again, let me say this whole July month is our Independence Day. All our friends, what we are one, we'll get there, my brothers and sisters. We are not there, but we'll get there.
Thank you, Edwin, for being for following every time. We don't take you guys for granted. coming into our little homo platform. We are not one of these so-called big platforms and stuff, but we, yeah.
I can't go back home, getting closer to election.
But yeah. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you for your input. So yeah, so like the brother was just talking about, if we talk somebody saying that they want to come back to power, your failure from the last 6 years that make the Liberian people kick you out, that saw everything you did, that they protested, they said, but the rhetoric is that people lie to the people. How can somebody be living a life? That's why I always do. I gave my brother Vasco. How can you be sitting in the light and I can't tell you say that place dark and you believe me that the place is dark? You enjoying? I tell you say you're not enjoying. Like you some what a stupid or you a child? I said no. People saw everything that was happening. Now people are not taking you seriously because when you're posting all of these propaganda, all of these lies, nobody's seen it. And before it come up, it's already exposing your faces because it's a bunch of monoline. So that's what I said. For you to come and say you want to follow somebody, it's good to follow somebody for step in a positive way, right? Not negatively. You want to do something that somebody did, but you got an evil heart. Well, you think God would something will give you what success in it? It's not gonna happen. Okay, because it's all you want to do it for. Instead of you reflecting on your wrong, where you missed the mark. What can you tell the Liberian people next time? What is your plan? What have you learned? What are you coming to do to that would be different from the failure that we have for the past year? No, your only strategy is that the person in power now should fail. Really? And even if it's not happening, you want to make it happen by force. Hello, Kala, what's your name? And tell us where you're calling from.
I'm G. Nathan Leary, calling from Louisville, Kentucky.
Hi, Leary. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, let's hear your input and how you spend your 26 and my 26 on you.
Okay. yeah. Anything on number. Thank God I didn't see the day. Yeah, but I just want to throw small light on the show tonight because I hear my brother Emmanuel was talking to the Baka trying to enjoy because the way they were protesting to it every time we are talking now the reason is that when you put good person in power, the person know how to deal with people, you will not see too much protest. Joseph Baka say enjoying the confidence of Liberian people. Mm-hmm. I think 2 or 3 days ago, you see Yellow Machine entering Grand Chile, Maryland, Rivochi. Wow. I think the type of people that you will go there and say, I can't protest against the government, they will not look at you. Mm-hmm. Because of the thing they are want, and the thing they are yearning for, and the thing they were crying for. For the opposition, they feel when they video you trying to discuss how when you go, all the opposition leader, you go on their page, you will see the video. Everybody they're pushing that one video because they want to see the downfall of Liberia. Now you see the Baha Eboe senator that so to protect the country, he go on show and say, I'm praying that the government will fail. Mm-hmm. Senator Snow, praying that the government will fail. You think when we get bad leader in power, the Guinea Bullard, the opposition take it again. Yeah, the president not doing nothing. Because they want for president to say, come in your own way. Then tomorrow they say, yeah, you see, we tell you, we say the men are able to control the country. But the Pape is a wild man, he's still wise. So that's the reason still enjoying the confidence of Liberian people. And you will still enjoy it. 2029, Liberian people will still pulling back. Thank you for the show. I've been monitoring the show. I will see our best to say on 26.
No problem. Thank you so much for following. Thank you for watching all the time. We appreciate you. And Yeah, so
So,
the video right here.
Amy, you want us to discuss the video? You want to play the video so we can discuss it, or you want us
Yeah.
to? What do you want us to
Let me
discuss?
play it a little bit because it's not long anyway, so we can discuss it, okay? So you can tell me where in the world this one can happen here. Sad. Here we go. I don't know why the screen's so little like this. Can y'all see it?
This message is to Joseph Boakai Jr., Akayo Joe. This message is of you former partners from Colombia. You dirty motherfucker, after how many times we worked together, you have decided now to steal from us after all these years. We had 10 tons in Liberia and you only put on the news 4 tons. You and the head of NDLEA stole the 6 tons and no one to resell it. And on top of that, we pay $2 million to that motherfucker we calling as a kid. We have paid that to the head of the police to release our 2 guys and set them off the country tomorrow. We're gonna let them do their statement and we're gonna release all pictures of you and the beach of the Ministry of Defense. We'll have managed the entrance of our units.
I didn't need a good Colombian that could read well. But anyway, it's not funny, but it is funny, right? Go, guys. This is it's just funny to me when I'm watching it because this person, first of all, doesn't sound Colombian. That's number one. Number two, but anyways, let me shut my mouth. Y'all go ahead. Mara, let me start with you. Let's talk about this video. They're your Colombian video that coming to Jojo Boakai.
I can start, but Emmanuel and David been quiet for a long time. Except they want me to go, but they can start if they want to.
I did it, yeah. In my head, go ahead. If you
She's a moderator. She's a moderator. We listen to her.
I mean, we're having show here. If you don't want to go, I can go. I'm only saying that you guys been quiet for a long time.
I am saying we are quiet because the moderator hasn't called us. So if she call me, I can go. That's what I said.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand.
Yeah, that's what I say. Because you guys been quiet for long. Yeah. Before you sleep, you want to go, I can still go though. But you can go ahead, Emmanuel.
Yeah. Okay. So the first time I saw that video, I tried to put it in a AI detector and authenticator. and it is proving that it is not AI generated.
No, it's not AI.
So the only thing that came to my mind next is whether it was staged. What people do to just create chaos. And that one, there's no way for me to detect that one. There's no way for me to detect it. So what I did, I called a friend of mine who is an officer in Liberia. I called him and he said, we are looking at this video. That was on Saturday. He said, we are looking at this video. We try to contact other people to help us. He said, everyone said it's true. It's not AI generated. But the only thing is to know the source, whether it actually came out of Colombia or somebody produced it here as a propaganda. So that was what I heard from an officer friend. Then yesterday I listened to Spoon. I listened to Rodney and Stanton, who tried to do the investigation. And according to their findings, somebody in Liberia who is a member of NSA, an officer of NSA, is the one who is posing as Jojo. He the one gave the Jojo name to them. and that person got contacted by this other guy who came to Liberia and say he's an investor. He's I think from Guinea-Bissau.
Equatorial Guinea.
Okay, and then he's based in Spain. So he came to the country and said he wanted to do business. So it was the guy that they contacted. He didn't want to call somebody in Liberia, and the person is NSA, and that is the person that is suspected of using Jojo name, but it's not Jojo himself. So it's indeed that Jojo name was called, but it's not Jojo. It's not the president's son Jojo, but it's somebody posting as him. Somebody impersonating. So those are the information that I gathered. But for me, I know you are not here, but just to believe that it's coming from Colombia, that was something I was hard to believe. Because I know people can stage people can stage things, you know.
Exactly.
People can make up story to make something appear real. Even at that, let's just say it comes from Colombia. What is the connection? What is the distance from Colombia to Liberia? Somebody think they can come and can't get somebody to Liberia. So easily. You're not coming from Guinea, you're not coming from Sierra Leone, you're not coming from Ivory Coast. You're coming from Colombia. You need speedboat can't take you from Colombia to Liberia. No. Speedboat cannot take you from Colombia.
My brother,
you need a ship. You need a ship to come from
Colombia. Oh, warship.
Or you need a plane. So you will go buy a ticket from Colombia, coming to Liberia to come get somebody who will give you visa. You not get free entry. So when you look at it, somehow people say it's scary for me. I don't know how possible can that be scary, because person at least the person coming from Ivory Coast, they're coming from Ghana, coming from Nigeria, coming from Guinea. Then there's a need for me to say I will be afraid. But you're coming from Colombia, what are you talking about America? Before you get on the international water to go to Liberia, and people sit there and look at you, you're going to kill somebody. So the reality is that it's true, but I don't see any threat there. Maybe because I'm not a security, but for me, I don't see any threat from that video. It may just be something maybe people can use for propaganda, to just satisfy their ego for the failure of the government. But to me, it's not a threat to Liberia, in my opinion. But it is true. It is actually, it's not AI generated.
No, it's not AI at all. It's a stage video. But go ahead, Mr. David. Yeah, real human being again and talking, not AI.
Yeah, that video is just some stupid people sit down in Liberia and create that video, but it will still get there. The important thing about the satellite, the telephone communication, the internet in Liberia, they can know exactly which phone you are speaking from, and they can know which one of the antenna you was closer to.
The tower.
Yeah, the tower. They can identify where you were standing to do all that nonsense. So,
no, but David, if the person call on the phone, that's a different thing. But if they record it and upload it, it's hard for you to detect it. You can't do it. Like for instance, I come in this video you must on right now. If we put it out there, some of you will detect.
It's a recording. It's not a
from our guy here. But if I record the video, download it and send it, it's hard for you to find it.
How you gonna send it?
I can download my video and send it to a phone. I can send it to. I can either send it to her through email, or send it to her through WhatsApp, or send it to her through Messenger.
When you send it through WhatsApp, they know who the WhatsApp belong to. You can still get you from your WhatsApp, because it will not just go. You say, I get a video. Let me just go by itself. No, you're going through something. Some means either create a WhatsApp page or you create something, but it will still know. In communication in a computer world, they will still know your IP address and your IP number. They can know how you send it. If you go technical in the computer, something the IP address is going to show. Any computer you use, the IP address can show, and the what they call mask can show where that communication coming from. Every computer get it. and they will know where it come from. When the internet, where they call you internet, going to show where it come from. Because when you put a computer on the internet, exactly, that's why you see some people, then when they go to some people area, they don't want to just use the people internet. They don't use free internet. Because they get your information. As soon as you say, I want to use, yeah, let me go to free internet. The way you want to go online, the people already collect your information. Just why when we go somewhere, we say we want discount card, right? This discount card, we can get it from the gas station, from the supermarket, all they want it. I mean, that thing can locate you.
What, the prepaid stuff?
And that discount card can locate you. Because when you go Walmart or you go to any of the supermarket or the gas station, as soon as you do this discount card, they know the email already there. When they're looking for you, you know they say
well, from the purchase, because they can scan it, so the serial number on it will get it.
Okay, only for you. It's for Amy, and not for nobody. So that's why you can sometimes in America they say, oh, the FBI rough with it. If you can identify that from some of them that for that discount card. Because when you get that discount card, when they're looking for some people, then the people start looking for who they're looking for. Whether the person was to my location today, when they show the picture. So they will start viewing on that camera. They say Amy was buying gas from that gas station at 2 o'clock p.m. They will show it. They will tell. They will get information to the police. Then they say, oh, Amy was to taxi so and so street, Johnson. So she was buying gas there. Then now they start closing on you. So most of the things that we don't get that good network in Africa. So now you can say somebody can say collect you. They can say look for you and grab you. I say throw that phone away. I say not use that. Because in Liberia now, they don't just get telephone no more. You gotta register it. Friday, we should use the telephone number when we come from America. They got the number until I use it for 1 week, 2 weeks before they register it. But now, as soon as you arrive Liberia, one telephone number, you gotta register. They gotta get all your information with your ID card, everything. You don't use a passport or something. You want to go to the airport, you gotta still get your passport for them to register your number. That's what they're doing now in Liberia. They're not like before. So when you go to Liberia, say about telephone number to go sit down something and banana boy and go to nonsense, your information on our telephone number. So that thing that person was talking like that for them to certify themselves. And so that some of the people there that trying that brother they are causing or that brother involved in the drug business. That what they getting somebody to like that what I believe, but it's not that thing is just for nothing. It's not anything that going to what they call. You want to come from Colombia? Come, we're ready for you. Because when you get to the airport with the you know who it came to.
Our 2,000 minutes ready.
We put chlorine on your face, go right back to Colombia. Because you come into Liberia, you're not coming to say the way some Nigerian people they were interviewing them to how they call it, refugee center. What part of Liberia coming from? I'm from Lufa. Where the capital city of Lufa, Monrovia. Some of them didn't know the place. They were lying.
I'm from refugee camp
to Colombia, where you coming to?
Everybody from America.
I think where even living Lufa, and not even from Marshall. You don't know the place.
Amy from you gotta tell what Amy was living on but Benson and Nebo Street, 1996 before she came. Before she came to the Benson and Newport Street. I knew my street where I was living in Monrovia, okay? Before coming to so yeah.
I think I just propaganda. That some people then are that involved in the drugs business, they're trying to do propaganda. That then nobody else.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. So Morris, please help us get just after the surrounding of the area, by the way. Well, all the photocopies of everything else. Please, let's hear you.
You know, Liberia is just an interesting country, right? But this just shows the mentality of our people, and it just shows the whole drug thing just shows that the government and we as the people got a lot of work to do. Mm-hmm. You know, we got a lot of work to do because since the whole drug thing, the way people talking, the way our leaders talking, the recklessness of our leaders and people who Because you see, Liberia, people just think when they say leader, are just people that are in government. No. Even in your community, when you got voice, when you are a leader in your community, you are a leader. As you are a leader, not just people in
Community
government.
chairman.
The community chairman, you leader. You're a public figure. Public figure not necessarily mean people that are in ministries, deputy minister, minister. No. You people, you got followers. Even when you sit on the show, you talk, you shape your opinion. People listening to you, people learning from you. You're still a public figure. That's why they call it full estate. The media people they call it the full estate because they are part of the society building.
Hmm.
You know, yeah, but in our country, people just anybody just talk. Since the drug issue, I don't know what's happening. People just talking, everybody just talking, especially about it. The government is working, the LDA is working. That's why you hear all this news about drugs and this stuff. They're working. You
So,
go more.
Mars, before you continue, you know you just woke something up for Amy. You think some of these talking people are doing? You think they are nervous that something coming closer to their door?
That's what I'm coming to. Exactly. So one could just deduce why this whole everybody just talking. Why is the people so angry? Everybody just talking. Mr. Comey Waker is oh the government not working. They got your friends there. He'll bring your friends there to do investigation. The other person is sitting, is just sitting. You hearing senator talking. Everybody, what do you want the government? The government is working. I mean, why people just angry? You see senator Snow talking about how you know people. If you know people for heaven's sake, why you cannot come up? Yeah, you see Rodney C. Waterspoon. Look, even in America with him. You know how the FBI, the intelligence get that news, get that information, they get it from the same people. They're not magic. They're not magic. They don't go to Sasehu or medicine man to get the information. No. They get information from the same people. They get information from the media, from the journalists, from people within the community, within the society. That's how they get the information. They ain't get no one, someone a tree standing somewhere to go and champ for that tree to tell them what and what. No. You see, Rodney C. You got information. Why don't you give it? Give the information. You already said when you call the name, the name you got, when you call the name, the government will collapse. For heaven's sake, Rodney C. This is your country. This is Liberia. We're all fighting together. We're all fighting together at the drugs cartel. You get it, show it.
Please talk.
And we are evidence and see what the government will do, see what the national security will do. Show it. Snow, Amara Kone, Waterspoon, y'all give the information to the national security and see what they will do. You can come back to say, you know what? I have this information with the evidence. I give it to the national security. They didn't do anything. But every day, you will come up on the show. We got this. We got the other person. We got the information. Our intelligence. But you know, this is the problem. That's what I say. We as the people will got a lot of work to do because even the society, even the people themselves supposed to put pressure on the people that are coming on that claiming that they got evidence. The community, the people themselves.
They healing them as hero when they
exactly. The people themselves, because this is about a country. The drugs issue is not just it's a whole cartel. Who knows? Maybe some other people they're just angry, they beg because they're also too part of the whole clique. Why people angry? Why people vexed? Where in the world the government will be importing drugs and at the same time exposing the same drugs? Where?
My brother, tell me.
I mean, what is the rationale? What is the thinking here? And people coming to do where drugs cartel will go sit there and have press conference. Where that one can happen? The only in our life, bro, will believe to say that.
Colombia people there.
Seriously, where they will go sit and drugs, they will go sit and threaten people to say, "We'll come in for you." Where? The only in Liberia will believe that thing. What is going on? Why people just angry? Why people so mad about the whole drugs thing? The reason why they connected Jojo to that was because in the people's mind, no, there's no way, and this is the narrative they're sending out there. There's no way drugs will kind of country without the government being involved. Government official, it must be government official. If you catch John Brown, if you catch Morris, no way, they're not Morris. It must be some kind of minister. It must be somebody from that connected to Joe Barker. It must be the vice president. It must be the minister of information. It must be government official. How? As I heard one senator talking about the only way huge amount of drugs can enter the country, it has to be through the port. Who told you that? People can enter with drugs in the country through fishing boat. Just by fishing boat, people can bring drugs in the country just through fishing boat.
The Kino, the Fantino.
Just by canoe. During the war, you know how many people travel to Nigeria, to Ghana, to Bissau, just on fishing boat?
Fishing
What?
boat.
For 50 bags of
Yes.
that Kino can
I
carry
mean,
bags of Ghana.
what is the problem with us? What is the problem with Liberia? What is going on? Why people just angry? But you know what happened to right before I give it up? I don't blame the people too. Sometimes I blame the government because trust me, if I were the national security head on this thing, anybody, I don't care whether you minister, whether you vice president, if you say you got evidence, we'll call you to bring the evidence. We'll call you. You gotta bring the evidence. If we all say we're fighting towards the drugs, we gotta call you. Come and give all the evidence. See, you want the government to collapse, you know people. Ronnie say, you're being answered to this government. Bring your proof. I'm wishing for that proof to come. If the vice president involved with all your evidence, Liberia is greater than the president. Liberia is bigger than the vice president. Liberia is bigger than anybody. Bring those evidences you have. But they're just trying to create chaos. They're doing all these things so that tomorrow, if the people are apprehended, the people that are actually the culprit, when they're apprehended, they'll say, oh no, 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 no. You know, I was society because they're not government official, because they're not Joseph Boakai grandchildren, because they're not vice president, somebody working. There's a narrative, and there are a lot of us that buy into this. It's just sad, you know. It's just sad for the country. Seriously.
Thank you. So, I laughed when I seen this video. I shook my head, I laughed, and I was like, wow. Like I was saying, this is the strategy to coming back. Let's make the other guy look bad. That's all your strategy now. That's it. That's what the Labrin was all. Oh yeah, you know what? Even though this guy was bad, but the other guy was bad too. So all the other people that we see here, let's not even choose them. Let's go back to the bad person that came. Wow, that's the mentality that that they have. They're small minds. They think the Liberian people, because they are lied to these people so long, and they got them under this influence of saying anything and it sticks, not knowing that we're in a new era. Like people taking our time, like we are doing now. You think we're getting paid for that nonsense? No, we're not. We're doing it because we love our country. We want for people to hear some of these things we're saying and have their own thought process and say, wait a minute, this makes sense. If this was this, how come this is this? Put 1 and 2 together. Don't just let somebody come tell you this or somebody. So let me ask this question, guys. When you had an entire government for 6 years, right? You had a government for 6 years. Jojo Boakai, because I don't know where whether somebody partner with some professional partner, but that a childhood name they know, that a play name. Instead of Jose Yuma Boakai Jr. is a Jojo, because you're trying so hard for people to believe your mess. Where in the world that you'll be partner with somebody you say a business partner in, they gonna go say, oh, money Jojo. I gave you my phone in there and said, oh, Jojo. Where is that cartel coming from? Talking about, oh, we had 3 tons there, but when you put on the news, you put the 3 tons on the news, you put on this and so amount of. Like, seriously. These people don't even sound like parents that some Lebanese people say now. Some don't sound Colombians. Let's say there. Can't even read, right? Can't even some of the word to put on the paper. You see all of these fake printouts sticking on the wall. They're all around it. Like, they don't know how to do these things. And you want to make something so real and you're so lame at it. And you're talking about, oh, Oh, because the other people good at propaganda, then leave it with those people because you are not. Every time you come out with something stupid like that, you get caught right in the middle before you even bring it out. The only people who can believe that nonsense, they're your biz. The one that can think for themselves. Just listen to you to lie to them. Colombia, what drug law will come on somebody they what? They're not turning into the Islamic terrorist group now. They'll come be something and threatening you illegally importing drugs in my country, supposedly, right? And you supposed to have the audacity to come threaten the country say you bring it war. Come on with it. Where that one happening at? For somebody that George Warren, all the cartels and all the announce that they're coming and this and that. It just doesn't make any sense. And your only thing, the fear mongering, the war. That's all we hear, as if we haven't learned anything. If you would scare people with anything, as if war should be any of it. God forbid if that should even war should even happen. Jojo, his dad, his family is not going to suffer. The innocent people who you claim to care about, they are the one who always suffer stuff like that. And your best is to keep beating the war drum, and that's supposed to bring you to power. That's supposed to bring you back to power. You must be smoking something so strong that you think that only you in the country that God cares about. I don't care how many medicine men they go to because all that whole thing to have people to be so brainwashed, to charm over berets, to get the people to cook food and put charm inside, to hypnotize people into voting for them to love it. The medicine making people, you get people say God is greater than that medicine. The same medicine men that misled you. And God made it, you got out of there. You got defeated. God still exists. So whatever they do, if this is, I doubt that person we knows about these nonsense then. I doubt it. That single fence walking around here, bootlegger and doing this nonsense. That's so that don't have that, gravy they had in their mouth. The oil, they have like the oil, it finished now, so they want more. They are the ones doing most of the thing. I don't want to believe that person we is knowing about this stupidness that are going on. I don't want to believe that. If you put himself out low, then I mean, I stand to be corrected, but I don't want to think he even knows about these things then. Yeah. What is it? Liberia is the country for every Liberian. What makes you think that's some kind of entitlement that you have? That, I must come back, hook or crook, even though I don't have no message, I don't have anything else, but I will do everything in my power to make the other person look bad so I can come back. Keep daydreaming. Keep on daydreaming. So like I was saying, Jojo Boaga, if supposedly how he's going to be a drug, something with Venezuela or whoever cartel. What? How long did that just happen in less than 2 years, guys? Is that the whole clique? Then it just happened in less than 2 years. You had an entire country for 6 years. If this dude was so powerful with Venezuela or whatever, you didn't shut him down. You didn't find it out. None of that. But when his dad is the president now, when his dad owns the intelligence, every intel can get something of it. His dad owns the security. His dad is the commander-in-chief now. That's when you don't have any power. That's when you will come across a tip like this. That's when they will be sending you nonsense like this. Does that make sense to anybody? I mean, when they're doing that foolishness, and they can even sit down and think about it, to think deeper, to say, they got other, even though we got all single fin out there that we can lie to and they buy into it, they get carried away. We are brainwashed them, but they got other people out there that can think deeper. Do they even think about this thing? What power do you have now to even confiscate a big, like you call it, cartel, narco state? Like y'all know the definition of that. That you would be the one to be getting a video like this, not to the embassy, Emmanuel. Then send it to the embassy. Then send it to any of the international or something that are also investigating. But the opposition and the senator who don't have any powers. Okay, those are the people that sending stuff like that to Mars. After 6 years, you have power. You have all of the intelligence, the intels, all of it. You don't bust Jojo Boakai. But when you don't have, when you like a lame duck, that's when you have all of the secret on Jojo Boakai. When you say it, then the whole country will collapse. What's stopping you? Stop bluffing. Say it. This is your country too. Do you want it to collapse? Whom are you protecting then? You're a coward. If you can't say it, Ronnie, say it. Because this is your country too. Are you protecting somebody too? That could be the only reason why you don't want to say it. Because if you're not protecting anybody, if you shooter or a patriot, if you shooter care for Liberia and you come out like a watchdog, or you're not doing it to blackmail somebody to get paid some money behind the scene, then say it. I dare you. For the sake of your country, say it. I have no respect for these people anymore. Because everybody sit on those study low platform and act like they love Liberia, but behind the scene, you'll feel disgusted. Like, really? This is all about money. This is all about this. This is all about that. Nobody cares about Liberia. It's all about them and their pockets only. And then it will come and fool the Liberian people to make it seem like, oh, they are fighting for the Liberian people. They are the heroes of the day. Oh, crap. That's not true.
I mean that a game that what they've been playing. They will come on in the public and make the threatening you that scared and you call them, man. That's when it's but since they've been doing it, it's different. This government is different. I'm not saying I didn't get bad people, of course, human being. But the thing here is that if you be saying anything and nobody calling, nobody responding, just come in the public. Come in the public and point out we are evidence. Don't lie, because if you lie on somebody, definitely you will not go free.
Exactly.
Because they're not freedom of speech. They're not freedom of speech that you can't lie on somebody.
And they carry into jail.
Yeah.
That's easy. You go lie on the Freeport managing director.
It was the agriculture minister, Dr. Tu.
Oh, wow.
It was the
and the manager from Freeport?
No. It was the minister of agriculture, that Dr. Tu. Dr. Tu. My man, you are immoral. You are in America. You are not following our thing. And I said that the agriculture minister. And I talk about Rodney C. I talk about Rodney C. The time Rodney C. went to jail with Dr. Tu.
When they see the problem is sitting now connecting dot. You're connecting the dot. Connect your dot and give it the dot ground. Let people look at it.
But yeah. I think we need to wrap up now. I stepping out.
What men need to do? They call Wednesday newspaper. And
26 finish the whole July. It's 26 finish.
Where they call Spoon newspaper, Spoon group of company. They call them. Let them expose the government. If I was Justice Minister, I feel inviting them for a conference.
Seriously, yeah, seriously.
And down.
Yeah, we call you post somebody picture that repressing. Who told you in the country? Are you saying that in America all the drugs are coming in the country, Trump know about it? Or American president know about it? What kind of mindset is that? That every drug that comes in the country, the president or the government know about it, with the people in the hierarchy. Anyway.
So before we go, right? There's they have some of these people that call themselves Unity Party, or people who support the government. I guess once you're in our country, you come here, there's nothing changed about you, right? Some people, the gullibility of our people is just there, right? So, imagine some of these people can't tell you, hey, my man, the way they're dropping it, looking now, embarrassing now. They would have jumped in, and I'm sitting there, more like, okay, so what is embarrassing about it? All the drugs they arrested. So what you wanted to hide a drug on a Joseph Boakai bed? When has arresting drugs, doing a lot of drug busts to clean the country, when has that been an embarrassing thing?
And that's
When
a-
has it been a crime? When has it been? That's something that we want. That's what we wanted, isn't it? Well, we wanted to be in Haiti. We wanted the children to be walking in the street as zombie. We want ghetto to be all over the places that they had before they clean up all of those places. Is that what you want? If they're hiding it, they're doing those things in secret. Then I mean, you got a strong government and then everything is going well. What is up with your mindset? How is it? What are you foolish at the point can be saying around y'all? Some of y'all can read a ticket in and just go ahead and start spilling nonsense out of your mouth. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. When the last time you ever seen a government going places busting like that? Professor said, if these were there something, and I'm not saying I'm not exonerating anybody or everybody from it. There are some big hands in some of these things there. That it can be represented, it can be whatever, it can be somebody somewhere, some of them know about it, right? But these people that they're naming and something, if these are the people doing this, why would they be going and busting these something? Now that they're running taking and say, oh, they they went in, I know Broadville, it was in the vice president house. It was in a house that this thing was in a freaking forest, in a continue. In a forest. He lied. It was in a forest. Okay, for all we know, they so-called Burkina Faso and all of these things in noise that we've been hearing about the forest, where they said yeah, nothing was done about it. For all we know, these people they can be growing some other thing in no thick forest and nobody knows about it. Thought about that and nobody knows about it, and now it's being discovered. And then some people taking it to be an embarrassing situation. I'm like, you sick to think that way. To think that somebody or getting rid of drugs out of your country, busting it out of your country, exposing it and removing it is a bad thing. Something then I don't know how you're thinking that Africa, then something is wrong somewhere. The thing that is what they should put it on Joseph Baga Pero so you can let away and hide it. Seriously, then that would make you a good you will be what supporting a good government. This is I can't deal with it, but that's some of the changes that we need in Liberia. It's not just infrastructure. It's not just this or the human development. It's messed up. It's jacked up. Because anybody can just say any little thing. Oh, the president need to come out. The president is jumping in, and everybody not tend to investigate it now. They're not tend to LGA bosses. Oh, you know, in country then, all the country then they can do that one year. They're jumping in. Like something. The president hire people. They are. You think when they drug something, busting drugs in the United States, Trump can tell them, say, "Yo, move on there. Let me come stand over here and do the event because I beat drugs." You think Trump ain't got other thing or any other president for that matter? Biden didn't have anything to do, other things than to do. He should leave what he's doing to go because they had a big drugs box to go there and go take over the DEA drugs investigation because he's the president. Liberian people, I swear to God, when you listen to some of these things, you just sit there and so now I just stare so hard and just be like, because some of us act like we know it, or you should hear them talking. You think they know everything. They don't even know how funny and embarrassing they sound when they're talking those things. Okay, but go ahead. Emmanuel looking at him by the fall asleep. Emmanuel, are you with us? Are you sleeping with your eyeball open? All right, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and do our closing. Go. If you have anything to say about it, go ahead. I'm just sometimes it just gets so
Okay.
so embarrassing. So like.
Thank you.
Go ahead.
Yeah. When I listen to Spoon Thursday or Friday, Thursday.
Want to talk about this video? I didn't see it.
No, I'm talking about a video. I think about Wednesday. I think Tuesday or Wednesday last week. This week.
Oh.
Now, yeah, last week.
Oh, okay.
Running CA did not say a house, he said property. Whether that property is talking about house or talking about land, I didn't hear him say the house. Maybe people may have said house, but for Ronnie here on that show, he said that property was bought by somebody in the government. So you do your investigation to know who owned that property. I learned, according to Stanton, that some sedition came on and said a house was there and the house was owned by the VP. But I did not hear from Ronnie saying a house on that property. He said the property on which the drugs were seized.
He's still alive.
We want to know who the property. He said, I learned that the property was bought by somebody in the government. Now, the land is a property. Whether the land he's referring to, or he actually talking to the container, or he's talking about what our house was there, that one, I did not hear him say it. But I just want us to know that. Because if you are just listening to it when you're talking, he said the property was bought by somebody in the government. When, I don't call his name, Nelson went there, it was a container that was placed near the river in the bush. No house there. No house around it. No house in the front, no house in the back, no house on
it's in the forest. Yeah.
Right in the middle of the bush. So whether that the bush you call property that you say somebody buy or that was house there, that one people can interpret it. But this is what I want to say. We are 179 years old. The war took us over 200 years back. And for us to get back to our normal status, we have to consider Labrador over political party and over politicians. We have 18 ministries in Liberia and 13 agencies. If you put them together, we have 41 people head. I'm just talking about the hair now. We have 41 cabinets and head of entity that we pay every month. Today in Liberia, of that 41 people, the person who is getting glory, that physically now, is the public works minister. Because as soon as you say Labrador, they say row, and the public works minister can pay row. So you can get 41 people being paid every month, only celebrating one. I pray that we'll reach to the point where our agricultural ministry will start feeding Liberia. I pray we will get to the place where our education will be among the top educations in the county. I'm not on the continent, or even in West Africa. It's my hope that our commerce ministry will be robust, that everybody will work and not just only now. As soon as you talk to it, because let me now from Grandjide, the minute say, oh, no road going to Grandjide. Okay, so now we got road going to Grandjide. What's about education? What's about health? What's about defense? What's about commerce? What's about all the other entities? So we shouldn't limit Labrador to just public works. Let's pray that we'll go beyond public works and at least start having, when the first budget of we will pass, I saw that they give 500,000 plus to $1 million to the first lady office. And my question was, why if we decide to invest that amount, maybe in some places that might give it, or maybe Bon or Cape Mount, those countries that have quota going to them. Why if we just decide to build, maybe make some kind of cassava farm, or make peanut farm, or make sugarcane farm, maybe make onion farm? Don't you think Labrador benefit rather than all giving it to of us, of funding was not constitutionally a part of our budget. But people didn't understand it at that time. And today, here we are level our legacy when it comes to agriculture. They give excuses, oh, no road. And nobody's talking from beginning. Most of there are places where road can go. Rain might give you there road there. Rain in Bond, there's road there. Kota go to Banka. You know, that Kota it went through might give you before you get to that place. Where you can pay one, where you can have one fence out the road there and all the excuses. So we want to graduate. The only thing job we have for at the time was celebrating was see Unification Park, see Invisible Park, see horsing. And people are limiting, I just feel like we can limit the government too much to small thing. And you spend over 500 million to pay people. Then immediately you got one level road you celebrating it. I want us to actually graduate from that stage. And then Labro be able to do things that we'll be proud of. Yeah, in America, yeah. You you're not waiting for a president before you go to work. What up Obama that president, Trump that president, whoever becomes president, you're not going to stop you from going to work. You don't need president to go to work. We want our country to reach to the point where we work, whether we get president or not get president, the country will still be running, why a system. That's what we're praying for. So, but thank you for the time. I appreciate it. For me, in my opinion, I don't think that video is a threat to Liberia because the place people coming from, the place they claim to be coming from, the place is far from that, bro. So it's not, for me, it's not a threat to Liberia right now. And after all, even anybody who think they got threat, if the father even says that he made a person more protected. So if it is threat, the father Joseph Boakai, if that means not even having security, just for what you said, they'll start giving him security. So I don't see any kind of security threat in that thing. So I pray that God will help Liberia to do better so that the nonsense will not even be brave, so we putting all kind of stupid video of no investing in technology.
Thank you. We forgot to talk about it. That's one other video. But thank you. Maybe some other time. Go ahead, Mr. Davis.
My time, man. I debated Megan still on talking.
I went to almost 10 minutes, not all.
Yeah.
Are you sure I talk for 10 minutes? I think I read 4 minutes out.
Yeah, that's 4 minutes. But you talking for you to run away from more. Yeah, Mr. Davis.
Most of the people that are blowing their land and are sedition.
They don't know food just going in and out too.
Especially Jefferson Chelsea, Senator Narco State. Then our other Sierra Leone board, they join our Sierra Leone board, Narco State.
Who's Sierra Leone board?
I said,
who's Sierra Leone board?
I said, do you want
that Kev, I said you put him on.
I said, you want to be representative for Maryland County? You want to be representative?
You and Kev, I said, not far power, you can't look for you. Sorry, I'll go ahead.
See me, when you ask it, do you want to be representative of Maryland County? You want to be representative of Narco State?
Sure.
Jefferson Chelsea, when I represented, they defeated you. You still want to be representative of Narco State? So all the things I don't know, he said he's lawyer. He can't pipe in a brain. I don't know what kind of law he went to go learn. Maybe that's CDC law, or the psychomotrician law. Because if I want to do something in Liberia, I want to be minister or I want to be so in Liberia, I will not damage Liberia. You know what I mean? You put Liberia, Narco State, all the airlines stop going to Liberia, flying to Liberia. So you'll be passing, you're giving people, you got Liberia and Narco State now, or got to pass through Africa or Guinea or Sierra Leone before enter Liberia. So that's how you want the country to be. You're all the time just sit down on spoon and send out water spoon, not stopping the people that Liberia not a Narco State. You're not mentioning on my program yet. That's why I said there's no punishment for a lot of things people do in Liberia. If there were punishment, nobody going to do it. That's why you see all of them, all the government officials, then they scared of Minister of Information. Because Minister of Information are perfect key. They don't care. They can let you. All of them, as soon as they go to that ministry, they can cause people. Me, I want to talk. That ministry can respond to people. the opposition, the war, all of them. Because Minister of Education, as soon as you respond, they respond. They don't waste time with you. Maybe that kind of government they want. They want people that will respond to them harshly. A senator, Ellen Snow, who stole plenty of money from FPRC, 10 million here in Judy Bryant town. 10 million got missing from Freeport to Morovia, Central Morovia. I mean, 11 million got missing. That time was state government auditor. I'm telling you, serious something they do that kind of funny way. Or Ellen Johnson, Judy Bryant for that money. All kind of funny they go every pass the Brad team, it went cool. Nothing happened to Ellen Snow. Then say you are what they call because they brought plenty money, 11 million. The Georgian level get them something they will let you go. The whole country is messed up. Everybody doing their own thing. It's making Liberia narco state. Now, only CDC bringing narco state business. When we talk about protests, Ellen Johnson had the highest protest in the Republic of Liberia. Myself, I thought our government would not just survive. But though we are on a protest, that government has been University of Liberia student a lot. University Koji said major big University of Liberia student, they never called for a resignation. Akara grade B student of the University of Liberia, they never called for a resignation. CDC don't say anything. They didn't say nothing about it. They went to counter protest at the American embassy and beat one student out to today that brought down to his head. They brought out of the country, but he's not to his head. So that the parents just lost him. Because they're not human being there. He's not living to see why he's looking at parents from the beginning. No, it's no more like that. He's not get that thing no more. Because the way they beat him. They beat him, they were beating people. They say counter protest. All the time they were doing counter protest, but they want. Look at Molu. Y'all can remember something in Molu protest? You're close to big vacation. I mean big holiday. Because I think Joseph Bahaga will give money. Joseph Bahaga don't give money. Ellen Johnson will give them money. That Ellen Johnson can give money. Joseph Bahaga don't give money. So all of them say, but when we are going to project for the public, we can give money. So nobody want to project because you project that for nothing. Joseph Bahaga will not call you a project to give police to guard you. And nobody will want to follow you because your project not yielding anything. No result. Because the position you keep from, then you want to protest. On the same position, then you will condemn me. On the same position, then you were happening in your government. You want protest for it for what thing? You are not a messenger. And when Koska was protesting because you were not in government. You are the best messenger. He protested during Ellen Johnson time. He protested during Georgia time. You get fair. You want to kill him. You got to run away from Sierra Leone and run in boat. Just to show you that the Liberia border is not secure. People can pass through. And when Koska not pass through the real border, it passed in Kino. Against Sierra Leone. And a Fantin Kilo, that Fantin Kilo, that Fantin Kilo can carry up to 100 bags of rice. They can take rice from
100 bags?
Yes, they can carry it big. You know enter it before? When the people carry, they can carry 5 you. Something for it to energize them for them to be done like carry 2 motor.
Wow.
Come on. That big Fantin Kilo, that thing can bring whole truck low.
Let me close bar.
That thing so Liberia border, not like border. I say, look at two border, now over there. Even myself, I used to bring my passenger, can go Kennedy. I put them to Kennedy, then I pass to look at two. I wait for them to Kennedy because they want to pay plenty of money. Kennedy police officer, they don't immigration. They can't send out the water sack when the foreign going. They can say going, and you can go there, cross me on your foot. You can cross the Sesto River on your in the water. You can walk it cross. So the marketer then I feel they can pass. Then they come to Kennedy. Yeah, then from there, so the border is open. They are certain area you can see nobody, and you can see the left people go Guinea side, the Mayfan, Guinea people go the best side, the Mayfan. Like how it happening to border crossing, like how it looking. Plenty of times saw it. Even though Afro-Foreign side, like how it looking, the African can the best side, Mayfan. The people are living like that normal life until politics dividing, but still politics not divided land. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah,
Imagine take us.
that's
Imagine
for sure. There's no bullet. I mean, all of
the
those
Megan take.
people.
Imagine take us on 476 before we got my already on 95. Before we got my
There's no security for sure. Liberia has a lot of entry point
we're
that.
already on look. Well, look, you see, to be honest, when I see sedition insulting on social media, how you call it, Finabundo. I don't know whether the few sedition are making because there are just few people that are talking. Few sedition, renowned sedition are still making noise. I wanted to actually learn a lesson. Oh, it's a CDC is the court that you just that when you're part of CDC, you gotta be blind. You know, you gotta be blind because if sedition insulted they insulted Sir Joseph, they insulted everybody they don't care what role you play. They don't care what role you play. When you even say smart thing about CDC, they will come after you. I wonder the people that still there, they learn a lesson. Just because Finabundo, that Finabundo sedition attacking to just because you say, I tell President Baka, thank you. I tell the president, thank you. That warrant, the kind of insult she got from them, it just beat my imagination. People insulted Thomas Fowler. I mean, I don't understand. The Akara Gray, the Jefferson, the old people, tomorrow, they just, whatever reason, because I don't know whether they sign contract with Joe Weir that will die with you. When you to die, if you die before us, you will not be up here. Because, yes, people, yeah, someone, yeah, women pay recently, women pay on social media talk about he will fight Unity Party. You get anybody come after him? You get people begin, yeah, people don't even get time for him.
Singing big noise.
What kind of political party you can even cut your neck for them when you just say small thing about them, they will come after you? I don't. It just I don't understand. You sign contract that you sign contract with Joe Weir and nobody can part company with Joe Weir. I don't. It's sometimes just I don't get it. But you know, it is what it is. I don't understand. I don't know what contract they sign with Joe Weir that they must die with Joe Weir. Even my own children is not get time to defend him to come after him, but their own. That Miata formula recently just because Miata the Oma Miata formula as a woman, you
For
know.
us to talk about that stuff, they'll be like,
Yeah, one man say legacy that she will leave. What you think about Stella legacy that she talk about? The woman say her only legacy is by unleashing joy we are on us. Now that's small is not the woman receiving. But anyway,
that's why children nowadays are not living long.
yeah, it's the country, man. I sort of got, but you know, look, we as a country we got a lot of work to do. The mindset, and this is the narrative they're sending out there that under no condition, the only people that are supposed to bring drugs in the country are the government officials. They make you to believe that. Even tomorrow they catch Maurice Gassama. They will, oh no. That man look like someone that can carry drugs. I don't know where they get that mentality from. And they know they play on our people's mind and the people falling for it. But the good thing is that the national security is focused, they're working. And lastly, I listened to the EPA boss. He said, look, the 4-point-something million, 100 million drug will burn it and we'll send a video to them. They will come, we're waiting for them. Yeah, that's what the man said. Yeah, send guys that will burn all that 100+ drugs, will burn it and we'll send the video on social media. You'll come, we're waiting for you. And we'll go after any drugs.
Recruit finish.
Yeah.
Recruit finish. 2,000 minutes ready.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Our new recruiter waiting for them, so we can try. To be honest, thank you so much, guys. It's sometimes draining, you know, coming and talking about these kind of things. I mean, people who are supposed to be there to be, you know, educating people are the ones who would sit on these some of these big platforms for their own greed. Nothing else. It's never about Liberia. Some of the things that some of us know now behind the thing, it's just disgusting. It's never, and those are the people who people listen to, who people held. You know, like, oh my God, especially like not knowing that it's just all about themselves. It's never about Liberia, y'all. Don't fall for all of the big this and that. It's not. If you have something, we don't care who is involved. Drug is a bad thing for a country, not because of some fake cartel, because of people, children. You know, you getting like destroying people's children, destroying not just children, women, men, and something. And when they're frustrated, they think they have to like test it a little bit. And once you do it, and then they get hooked on it. Because some of these stories that we hear all the time, only those something that one of my friends told me to try it, and since then I can. Once you are hooked, you are hooked. Okay, if nobody help you, or you yourself don't come to yourself to say, "Oh, I want to go to the rehab," for you to stay there, and that's it. And that is not good. Liberia is small, and our people are already going through it. We are rebuilding. We are trying to get back to where we used to be, or more than that. And then we have to be worried about drugs. So you think I care if what so-called Jojo Burger or whoever vice president, whatever, if that's the truth, and you have any proof to it, and you claim you're doing, you sitting over it? What is wrong with you? Then something's wrong. You yourself, you are part of it. You're complicit, because why are you holding? Why would you have information line and holding onto it? And you can't take it to the U.S. embassy or take it to whoever else that is a part of it. The investigation. Why should you hide it? And then sitting there thinking somebody will call you in the corner and say, "My man, let me wrap something in your hand. Stop talking about that thing there." Then it all gone. All of a sudden, you're not seeing no vision anymore. That's all this is about. People being blackmailed, and somebody wants somebody to call them. That's it. It's not about wanting to free Liberia, like how it's supposed to be what so-called watchdogs of the country, wanting to free Liberia, wanting to expose these people, wanting to stop this cultural impunity. These people who think they can be on top and destroy people on the bottom. Those are the kind of anger that people should have in it and want to expose whoever. We don't care. Expose them. But you can the thing I get, the whole government will be so, who gives for them? Shut up. All the people that you can be, you used to be placarding that you had, nobody, you can't give any warning. When you get it, you put it out there. But when you come in home, you're talking one thing over and over. Oh, there's somebody property. They go low. They're not even in the heart of a forest. Nobody's standing in there. They say, oh, the Liberians that went over there. Then the people that go meet in that area say, oh, the foreign nationals. What is that? Then you want to come back and walk it. Oh, no, I said it could be or so and so. No, we know what you said. You're a liar. That's who you are. You're not doing it for Liberia. You're not saying you're looking for somebody to call you in the corner. Go call them. So you can go in the corner and talk about. Don't come and butter Liberian people up and try to make it look like you care for freeing the country of drugs and something. No, you don't. That's where I get angry when I see people like, and those are the people that want to. Even the people are on top. They enable those things because they don't want our names to be out there, whether they are part of it or not. Then they'll call the person to rub money in their hand. You're not helping the situation either. You are not. If you are bribing somebody because they're saying your name, then you're doing something wrong. If you know you're not doing anything wrong, why should you listen to anybody? Let them talk all day. They will stop. If they don't have anything to put out there, But anyways, who are we, right? Emmanuel, our little homo platform, we're not big dogs and for them to listen to us. So, who are we, right? And so, but guess what? We will have somebody somewhere to listen to us, and we make an impact during the election. We are not big dogs, and so we were never caught. But that late night show we did what we could do, right? We will continue to do that for our country and continue to talk and to people, and God will help some out because God knows some more have clear hearts for Liberia. We're not doing it for somebody to be relaxed and be enjoying because we jet lag somebody or we want something to because our pockets are getting full. No. So that's why it would be no matter what I don't care because people talk about a lot of people always say, oh, they go and be getting involved with all of these juju and this, that, and that's how they do. I don't care whatever juju you go to. I pray every day for Liberia. I may not be the most holy woman in the world, but I always pray anybody with evil hearts. Because the people have suffered enough and they're still suffering. Innocent people, some of the video in Emmanuel, when I see some videos, right? When people just ordinary people just go to Liberia and they go into those villages and showing there's just one petted girl that I saw, I don't know if you've seen it, showing these old ladies there. Emmanuel, that thing, it hurt my heart so bad till I can cry. Seeing things that people going through in Liberia. And I know it's not unique to Liberia, but just since we are talking about Liberia, right? And then you have people are just there, all about themselves. And all the one is a bad thing because you're not thinking about the innocent people. And like I see one lady, she's blind, old lady. God forbid something that happened. Where is she supposed to go? How is she supposed to run? You sit down, it's just somebody all day, war. It will go back to you and your village people, then right in your home that the place the war will be at. Now we like bring people anymore. There are no more war going in our country for the sake of the innocent people there, by the grace of God. But anyways, and we'll continue to pray. We'll continue to pray. God said we should pray without ceasing. We will continue to pray for Mama Liberia. It will get better. And every evil soul and everybody who's something that would be, may I get praise the Lord, anybody with a good heart lead into that presidency. If they don't have any good heart, if they're in it for something, that was my prayer 2023. That will continue to be my prayer. I don't care for who. Okay? And so, and I know God heard some of it. We pray and we rank happy. It happens, okay? So thank God. God, people that who you want, your juju will not get you anywhere. It never took you anywhere the last time. It's not going to get you anywhere. Even the people that there now who, or some of them think that they're next in line. If you got any evil plan, you will not make it in by the grace of God. I don't care who you are. Because that's some of us playing, prayers to God because of innocent people, not because I'm there. My kids are here. I'm here too. I could be selfish, right? But that's my home. And if you got innocent people there, you think I want to go home and see people happy, see people doing. Emmanuel, I want to win like because the kind of heart I have. I don't have it. I don't want to go outside because I don't want to see people and just feel bad. That's how I am. But then when people can go like Brand Bill, I was in the house all day. Because a few times I went out and I seen things that I just.
That's what, for me, in my opinion, I feel like, I was doing a little study on the legislative project, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the recent, according to the document that I got, the recent legislative project introduced. So there are certain things in your constitution that are not covered in the national budget. You, the lawmaker, can cover them.
Right.
So for instance, they give you 100,000. Like now, they're giving lawmaker 100,000. It's going to go to your district. Put your pool together. You get 100,000. What should we do with it?
Yeah.
But many lawmakers don't do it. They get the money, they do anything they want to do with it. They think about people suffering in other districts, right? Why, if you say, okay, how much money I get, let me district farm.
Exactly.
You don't think that you'll provide food to
you gotta do it like a WIC program, right?
Right. And start. In fact, if you're not good, if you're not good to individual, your district they got school there. You start having school feeding program. It will encourage you to go to school. So children can provide food for them. They'll be happy to go to school, so they'll eat at school before they come home.
Yeah.
You can do that, but people will go buy laptop, go buy bigger ref for food people, go buy solar panel.
And the thing about that is that the people who will be coming to you one at a time.
Yeah, but because like I said, I mean, go introduce it.
Nobody talking about my community. It's all my child people, all my this, and my that.
Yeah.
Like I said, 2023 when I went Liberia, I went to teach in the DeLong. And when I went to the office,
I have to go, please. I beg you.
So it was his whole office was full. Everybody was in there. And he intentionally called me in the office to call people there, right? I guess he wanted me to see what they go through all the time, what we always blasting at them. So I he called a few other people in, Mr. Davis, and they were just talking about I won this, I go in this other player. What happened to you, but what you disappearing? I won this 1 year. I want you to help me. I'm supposed to go to the place. It costs $500. Another person go, oh, I'm supposed to do that 1 year. It costs $1,500. Another person, and you still got like a bunch of them out there. So the man said, nobody ever come in their office and say, we need help in the community. This is what's going on in the community. We need this one, we need that one done. So we can, as lawmakers, we can get together and see what we can do. It's always about everybody always coming individually. If I see everybody that you have out there, everybody got property coming. If you talking about 1,005, the other one talking about 500, the other one talking about the one. If I had to get everybody, what everybody individually asking for, where am I getting that money from? How am I supposed to eat? My family. And then he showed his account to them. He said, look at my account, see how much there. So I was just sitting, I'm like, what? This is how seriously? And then he brought a $30,000 bill. He said, the $30,000 that I pay right now. Everybody out there, let's just say that they don't want working in a capital building. They don't $30,000. If I happen to be sharing that $30,000, you said this is that Tuesday or Thursday, another group will be there. Then the following week, I'm like, wow. After the night, I look at him, I was like, that's small thing. And guess what? I told some people who stayed in Liberia, right, Mr. David, with me that day. And those people were in our office, their minds were blown from what they saw.
Amy.
Yeah.
I said, I'll see you. I'll talk to you later.
You already left before you came back. I'll call your camera up.
That David, man, I don't know why you're still doing on that show.
Marcel, finished.
So that's the kind of thing to do. Like Emmanuel was saying, community projects and stuff that would benefit people who are going through stuff. That's a good idea. But people, every Liberian people, we have become
somebody will take that money and eat it.
Mm-hmm. We have become so selfish. It's all about me and my own me.
Look at American. The money they brought for poor people for farming. He took almost $200,000. Why?
I will call you in the evening later tomorrow.
Okay.
Why you want to take that amount? Then what happened to the poor farmer? Then you go down and buy whole land.
Yeah.
To buy the land from the people
Why are you even participating in that money? You are a senator.
I don't want somebody to drop my phone and drop.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Okay. So yeah, you are a senator. You already have, you're getting paid. You already have a what's sitting in district fund, a county fund. You have all of those things. You got duty free coming in the country. You got free gas left. You got all of this is something to you. Why do you feel the need to be a part of that scholarship or whatever it is that they're giving to poor farmers? Why, as a senator, why should you be a part of it? The selfishness is just, it's sad.
No, I told you. I tell the native, they are very greedy. The
It's
Congo
sad.
people used to send people to school. They used to send native children into school. That bag of Marvin and when people tell them went to school. But you not see they send it around. They can't even send our children into school. Their sister children to school.
Well, when I used to be talking about that, see, Ture used to want to kick my butt. You see, now you still sitting, you still, oh, you know, they can try to attach you to, oh, because you did, because you didn't. No, it's not about it. I said, it's just facts. Look at it.
The bread was sweet.
You man said we're not living there, but people that who live in there, they talk about the segregation and all of that stuff. But still, the control was, you know, and I'm not saying what was going on was right, you know, but people dialogue. A lot of stuff went on wrong in America, yeah, right? What you think that war fixed it? No. Protests, dialogue, you know, in a diplomatic way, right? And those things society in some way. Why do you think the need, and if the person that you went and killed was the one who tried to break that gap between the you know, the native and the Congo? Which was president? What, Toba or Tubman? The dude with the white suit. What's his name?
Tober.
I always confuse them
Todd
too.
was the papi.
Okay, so Tober was the dude with the white suit, and then Tubman
Maryland
was it Maryland papi?
Tober was the Bon County man.
Okay, and then Todman
was
the Marylander.
Yeah.
And then Todman.
Todman
Why
died.
do they both have to have the same name anyway? Almost the same, like
Todman and
vice president.
Todman and Tober.
I know them by the white suit and the gray suit.
Both of them were wearing white suit.
No, they weren't.
No, both of them were white suit.
I remember one to be the white suit guy, the one that got killed by allegedly Doe Samuel.
Yeah, Tober.
Yeah, he's the one I remember with the pictures in.
Even Todman were wearing white suit.
No, I remember him with black and gray suits.
I said Todman were wearing white higher hat suit all the time with cap. President Todman.
I think you're messing it up, Mr. Davis.
No, you're not messing it up. Both of them used to wear white suit. Tober was wearing white suit also. Todman used to wear white suit with a hat. That I one there, he lived for a long time, but Tober was vice president to him for 9 years until he died in 1972. 72 or 73 in Great Britain in hospital. That was his first time to even rap.
Die in the hospital?
Yeah.
In Great Britain. Oh, okay.
Eddie Johnson and him were Isa.
There you go.
After Eddie Johnson visit, the man died. So I want that.
It could be a coincidence. What do you mean? You were in the hospital, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you see somebody sick, seriously sick in the hospital, you go visit, you come out and say the next day they say the person died. That means that you didn't want to kill them.
When a politician don't go visit another politician in the hospital, anything happens to go.
That man. Y'all got too many conspiracy theories going on with everything. But anyways, the guy with the white suit, but you said the boys used to wear white suit.
Boys used to wear white suit.
But I remember one with white suit. The pictures then that I see, one I remember wear a lot of white suit.
You got Tober. Yeah, Tober
is
the white suit that they willing on that. That they willing on that. Like he don't want to get fined in Bon County. Todman get fined in Maryland. You get raw fine in Maryland.
With a little funny little hat looking like he's a baby.
That Todman there. Yeah. Okay.
So
we don't VS like you don't want to get Todman hat.
So well from history, from some of the things I brought, even Rice Ryer. When I read about it, Rice Ryer and what he was trying to do, I'm like, but this guy was trying to.
It was just political lie. I
said this is not a bad idea if he was trying to make this rice expensive and trying to make the farmer, the common people, you know, their food to be. I mean, what was so bad about that? But it's people brainwashing propaganda. People want to die for that, for not even knowing what he was really trying to do. See, people don't. People don't like no good thing. When you be good to them, they think you're the stupid one. All the people that did bad to them, instantly, this guy who was trying to change the game, he's the one that went after and killed him.
You don't want open politics in Liberia. Say everybody gonna have multi-party system.
Exactly.
Then you can kill the man for multi-party.
Then they kill him.
Back
The
on my
one who was trying to change the
back on my
something,
opinion,
now trying to open the door for everybody else. Y'all win and y'all kill him. Okay, so after y'all kill him, now what happened? Liberia never began.
Back on my opinion, never become president.
Nothing but chaos all over the place.
But they never become president.
Nothing.
They thought Doe would get the presidency. Doe never do it. Doe say for what?
No,
Doe ride the first car, the second car. He start eating Google food. He call us start changing. He say shit. I'm giving the play.
I'm gonna give it back to you, president.
People tell the inside president, say anybody thought you were going to jail. I'm not giving the presidency.
Wow.
A PR man that talk to him, he's not giving him one by one. Ain't giving vice president. The man went to go. The man went Grand Bazaar to go watch Baroque. When he was coming by the arresting the case, he wanted to overthrow Doe.
You see all that bloodshed? This is what I was just telling Emmanuel. And then they're trying to make it look like somebody just got up and just killed Doe out of the. No, he was a ruthless dude who tasted power and got out of control. They wanted to give it up, so every little thing he killing everybody around. That was just
he killed most of the men around. But
that was just the beginning of the
turn the country over. We sort of overthrow, turn the country over, take it from military regime. Say no, you. And I still need bodyguard. The first thing is start reinforcing the crown people into the army plenty.
And from there all help.
Then the war said crown people have big gun, good gun. Then the other one they get an ugly gun.
It's just been a.
I mean the Liberia, the only way Liberia will change, all the native people are moving from power. Or you're playing the native people were selling Congo people, maybe they will get system.
But we're not trying to do that segregated thing again. Everybody,
we will do it.
Everybody are Liberians.
Native men can see until they can look behind. They can see they don't look behind. They even care what I want to see, they will order them tomorrow.
I know they're selfish.
That's something talking about all this crying.
I know they're selfish, they're evil, and everything. I get it, but you still don't want to go back to that, current system. You just have to do it in a way to change certain things, but not to go back. Yeah,
it'll be hard. They gotta first.
And the sad part about it, when you're trying to help them, they take you to be a fool.
The protest was sort of protest for them to reduce that term to 6 years and 4 years.
What are you doing, Mr. Davis? You sleeping on the show? But let's end this show because
they sort of return all of them sort of make sure that all of them that turn drop to 2 turns. Nobody going for 3 turns to 4 turns, no way. Nobody can make you just sitting down there, all of you don't get sent through, they don't get out here.
Yeah.
All the time being there for 18 years, you not get no good idea. Why you can't move?
Well, if you the only thing is the people should know better not to vote for them. Because if they say they are going by the American standard or the way things are done here, you can become something until you die. If your people continue to elect you.
But the people
it's a representative too.
The senator then can bring good idea. Liberia senator, we idea they bring everything they can sit down there and Liberia is this one, they draw that one.
But that's what I'm saying. That's where people have to educate the voters to vote.
That any student will go educate and they say, where they say, Nathaniel McGill, he has
the moment they show them $25, they good.
And the same way,
as if they can eat that $25 for the 6 year or 9 year, the person will be there for.
You get travel. That good senator you get, then what kind of investment bring your country? Travel.
And I was so disappointed that people from my county had to be the one to do that. The man from what, Wapuru or something?
Yeah,
from Wapuru. How dare you make him he's not from Margibi. Why would you make him a senator from Margibi? What is wrong with y'all?
He built my grave there and built a well.
So we don't care.
That no president Margibi ever did as on there.
I was so hurt when I'm like, what? Don't tell me my people are part of this too.
But you call it a be politician. I'm a be politician.
Marshall Territory, what is up? I don't think he won Marshall era. He did not. I gotta do my research. He did not win. He did not win Marshall Territory. I'm sorry, he did not. I'm not taking that. I agree with that.
Win more Marshall Territory than even the Gibi Territory.
No, he did not. That's not true.
I'm telling you.
Give me the reports. Give me the report and I'll believe you.
I'll print it out.
Well, anyway, we got a bunch of foreigners in that areas now. Anyway, it's not our settlement anymore. People have sold all those land there.
Around about land there.
See, all of y'all.
Okay, Emil. The way I buy my own land. Somebody go and be doing drugs on that. I don't know, so they will hold me.
No, they will question you.
Question me.
They'll question you, Mr. David, which is right. That okay, then you can tell them you don't know about it.
Yeah,
but if it's yours, right? If the property is yours, it's a possibility that you may know, it's a possibility that you don't. Well, how can we find that out? How can the investigators find that out? By asking you, by investigating you. Then they will find out that some people are just using your land, your property for bad things. Yes, they have to investigate you. It doesn't mean that you are guilty of anything, but they cannot know that for sure if they don't investigate you.
You listen to about from Paul River, you say the commissioner, people went to the commissioner. So that commissioner,
that's what the people said. They said those so-called, because when they see they claim they see the Lebanese people in Indian as white people, that's how they call them. They say when they see when white people involved in something, it's not a good thing. I'm like, what? Wake up and smell the coffee.
The people that say they will get them job, they will come to invest, all that people that is arrest.
Exactly. Because those are the ones that they pass through, give them money, and then they come to the local people and lie to them. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for being here today. So we have forgotten about we are just chit-chatting. My prayers, somebody coming up shortly. I gotta go and talk to the old man upstairs. Thank you for being here. You guys continue to share the show. Please continue to share the show. And we will see you again when God's Willing Wednesday. This old man is something. So thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. Fix Electronics. You better put your real name and your real face on there. And when you're ready to talk trash so we can know who you are. All right. Thank you guys. Good night. Have a great night. Have a great day. And Merry 26th again. Long live Mama Liberia. Good night.